a writer and an actor by trade, so this shit is just normal for me. D&D's been a large part of my life for a couple of years now. 19 and all. No.
Is that it?
I'll go next.
Okay.
Thanks for now.
Wait, so you're an actor by trade? That's pretty dope, man. Good stuff. All right, Kendo.
All right, dope. Hi, I am Kendo or Kendrick. You can call me either. Let's see. I've been playing tabletop role-playing games for 7-ish years now. Been primarily a dungeon master. Every now and then a player. Let's see. For fun, or I guess as a career, I make films. I'm a filmmaker and a storyteller, comedian, and yeah. This is my jam. This is my shit. This is what I do. Too much, but here we are doing it again.
Well, I just want to say, Bio, that your voice is strangely calming.
I
It
get
really
that a lot.
is.
I get that
Very
a lot.
strange.
I
If you could just tell me everything is all right and just the
I
lowest
believe
voice
you.
could do right now, it would be
Very sincere.
fabulous.
The world
Right.
could be on fire, and I believe that everything is okay.
Everything is okay. Well, everything is not okay, but it's okay if it's not okay.
That's the worst time to say that line.
It's okay to not
It's
be
okay if
okay.
it's not everything is going to be okay all the time, and sadly, it is our job to accept that and figure out how to move on past that acceptance.
It's gonna be my job to draw cartoons to distract you from that harsh reality.
See, exactly. That is what art allows us to do.
I see. All right. Good stuff. I see like Kendo, it's not just your voice, it's like it sounds like that's your lifestyle. Like you just live what you just said.
That is exactly. Yeah,
What?
no, I'm being
Give
incredibly
me a humble
sincere.
moment.
What did you just say? Did anybody catch that?
To give him a humble moment,
Oh.
a moment of humility
this
for
guy.
all of us.
This guy is.
I truly couldn't tell if it was an actual saying or something he made up on the
I
spot.
think I don't know. I think he's a wild card. He's definitely your wild card.
It was the amount of sincerity in his voice, that the confidence in which he said it. I was like, I guess that's a thing that people say. I'm just out of the loop.
All right.
I believe it.
We have 2 more people. Don't rush to introduce yourselves, by all means.
I'll go.
Right, fuck me. I had to kiss something real quick. What'd I miss?
Nothing.
All right. My name is Joshua. I am playing Roderick Harper, aka Spec. I am currently working at a pet retreat, taking care of people's animals for pets, day sitting, and just overnight keeping and such things. I'm actually just found out this week, and the fact I'm not going to be able to do the streams in the future. Just the simple fact that I only found out yesterday that I'm now going to have classes Monday through Wednesday during game time.
Awesome,
Yay.
dude. Congratulations. So what are you going to school for?
Yeah. I'm going to become a veterinary assistant.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Look at my boy going to working towards being a vet.
And just to finish any questions, I know Coco and I are dating, so just
Yes.
just to explain any particular reaction she has.
Wait. Oh, fuck me. That's a plot twist.
Plot twist. Oh, yes.
I will assure you all now the fact
I
we never
will
let that
stab
get in
him
the way
if
of
he
the game
gets in the
time.
way, though.
Yep. We did not let it get in the way of the gaming.
Yeah, no.
Good. If it comes down to it, I expect one of you two to shank the other and call it a day.
That won't be
I
a
mean,
problem at
yeah.
all.
We've agreed.
Matters
When we
who starts.
started, we agreed it wouldn't get in the way of tabletops. If it meant stabbing each other, it meant stabbing each other. We just have to deal.
Yeah.
Like seriously,
Seems
like one of the first
seems
things
like
we
that's gonna have to
discussed.
come true now.
Mhm.
It's gotta happen. It's been
Yeah.
said.
Uh,
I'll
that
sharpen.
shit-
I'll sharper. I'll have sharper. I mean, geez, Harper sharpen his hunting knife.
Twister. I don't blame.
Shit, my
any-
dude. Good shit.
All right, Dammy.
Well, my name is Damian, and I'm non-binary, so they, them. I'm a cinema student, and I don't know what else to say.
What? I didn't quite catch that first part. Besides your name.
Neither did I.
What student? I heard a student.
I'm a cinema student
Cinema?
Ah.
in
Oh, that's
college.
cool.
Cinema.
Hmm.
All right. Yeah, that's
Fuck
really
me.
cool.
We all artsy as frat.
It was either like cinema or cinnamon. I didn't know which one you said.
Cinnamon student.
Cinnamon
sounds
student?
Yes,
I was like,
currently
yeah.
studying the effect of cinnamon.
Oh,
You
I
make
also
food
believe
cinnamon.
you. I heard you say you are non-binary, Demi.
Yep.
There will be no judgment here. No worries.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone
Your
is
preferred
right.
pronouns are they, them. I'm gonna make a note so I don't. I'm really bad with pronouns. I'm gonna make a note so I don't fuck up.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
No problem.
If we
I try
do,
my best.
if someone says a pronoun that you're not comfortable with, just know like we're not doing it intentionally. It's just some people just forget. So
Yeah, it just takes time to remember this kind of stuff.
if it bothers you, you can always just like pause and just say, hey, you know. So
Mhm.
and we're
Yeah.
back. All right, Grant.
yep. So guys, I'm so glad that you guys are already all really buddy. Here's the thing. I don't know if some of you might have not heard, but I'm not gonna stream this. I'm just gonna record it, and I just don't want anybody feeling like there's pressure or anything like that. And especially since it's a one shot, let's just keep in mind like we're doing this to have fun, and it might get dark. You're right. And so, I mean, I don't really think I have anything too like grisly or too like, you know, how do you say, like polarizing in the game in the one shot. Like it's gonna be pretty
If
straightforward.
something's too much, do we have the X card to pull?
I mean, you don't have to pull any card. You could just be like, well, that's too much, and I'll. It's not like I'm gonna ignore you.
That's what I meant by X card.
I'm
It's
not
a
gonna,
term
like-
I bring around from Fate Core. They call it the X card. So if you're ever uncomfortable, you pull the card and you're not questioned, and you change up the scenario.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like I don't. I would like to say like I don't have anything here that would like I feel like is like you know offensive in any way. I mean, besides cursing and I mean I hope you guys are okay with killing because like
Oh no, death!
like you know
Oh no! Oh
like, I mean,
no!
if
Name
you're
of the
not,
game
then
of the criminals, and I'm not okay with it.
Is this?
Oh,
is
God, no.
this
Killing
a
is where I
bad
draw the
time
line.
to say that
like I don't want anybody pulling the X card when I'm like describing you shanking somebody because then like I mean then there's no more game. So I mean
I want you to
hopefully
describe me shanking someone in vivid detail.
I will. Don't worry about that.
If I cannot physically feel the blood drawing down my arms, then I feel as though you're not doing it right.
We want to hear in
I
vivid
totally
detail
agree.
how you twist the blade in their gut.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I totally agree. I'm on board for that. That's exactly what we're going to do. Not too gruesome, you know. Like there's a line. I don't want to go like 10 minutes into somebody like cutting a throat or anything like that. But hopefully we're all okay with violence here, because there's going to be a lot of it. Hope or maybe not. I really don't know.
Actually, this is a bad time to tell you. We only give flowers. That's our thing.
Yes, of course. We did decide that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, flower.au.
There are
Okay.
only flowers here.
If that's what you
Flowers
guys have
and
all decided,
cookies.
No problem. You guys can play Bouquet Simulator for the next 3 hours. That's fine. The people aren't. You guys can.
Yes, we fucking got someone because they're on our turf selling their flowers.
You dare sell roses during this season on my block?
It's just Pitch Perfect the movie. You guys just do like riff offs
Oh,
and
my
sing
fucking
a
God.
cappella against each other.
Oh, don't you even put that on the table. I'm a huge singer.
Oh,
I sung for so long.
Yep,
12 years.
Toko's like actually, yeah, she's a trained singer, so
12 years of harsh training. And then I was like, I'm gonna animate.
We have like
Yeah.
freestyle rappers who battle. Like that's what this is all about. Bouquets and anyways, yeah. So hopefully you guys will
Only the real
enjoy
gangster
this.
shit.
Mm.
All right. So first things first. Character sheets. Did everybody fill out their character sheets? If not, that's fine.
Yep.
Let me know.
Not
Mostly.
entirely, because I was kind of like very confused.
Yeah, no problem. So
I
you're
looked at everybody
confused.
else's and went as far as everyone else.
So, Dami, you're confused. Let's clarify this real quick. How can I help you with your confusion?
I just don't know what I can and can't do. Like,
well,
There's too much, and I don't know, like,
Did you go through the handbook?
5 times.
what?
Like the setup handbook
For fuck's
No, you-
sake.
that
5
walk you
times.
through setting up your sheet?
5 times. Okay.
I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything.
All right. So here's the thing. I can fill out your character sheet with you. Because everybody can actually technically. So I'm uploading your art to your character sheet real quick. What's your character's name? And
Jupiter Thorn.
all right, can you spell that out for me on the one-shot chat real quick?
Are you in the role even?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
You
hop
should
on.
come into the roll 20.
Oh. Let me just try.
Do you have the link?
I mean, it's somewhere.
Yeah,
Spelling.
it's gonna be there somewhere. So I think I heard Jupiter Cornish. I'm sorry.
Thorn.
Oh, Jupiter Thorn.
Thorn.
I was like a Cornish hen, maybe. All right.
here you go. This will take you to the Roll20 page.
So it seems like so Jupiter Thorn. It seems like everybody has a code name. I never mentioned code names, but it
It
seems like
says
everybody...
alias on the sheet.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. I like it. I like it because criminals have code names. Dami, do you want to have a code name for your character?
I don't know what to take.
I mean, a code name, like as in like just like a nickname for your character that they will call themselves.
Nickname or your criminal name. Instead of in the underworlds, we hand out our criminal alias instead of our real names because Lord knows we don't need to hand out those.
Well, there might be some people who do, because they don't give a shit. Like you can know who I am.
Fox love those guys.
Those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nice.
But yeah. So do you have a certain name a code name, or you don't need one?
Well, I can't think of anything right now, so.
We can
All
find
right.
you one. You're
So-
playing the Whisper, right?
Yeah. Jupiter
Hmm.
Thorn sounds like a code name, to be honest. So
It's my
Hey,
favorite planet and something from my favorite flower.
yeah, I mean that literally sounds like a code name. So I think that's fine. The character sheets. So you guys all should so Dami, you'll see your character sheet under the newspaper icon up at the top right. And then you'll be able to click into it, and then you'll see your character sheet. all of you have 4 extra points. I don't know if everybody has already distributed them, but you'll
No.
find that your character sheet should have 3, and you can add up to 4 more. Now, none of the skills or none of the actions, I should say, can have more than 2. So you're gonna have to kind of spread them around. You can't be like a master at like skirmish or anything quite yet. This is like the equivalent for you guys being level 1 D&D characters.
Mm.
All right. So
I guess I wasn't sure what all of them I wasn't sure what all of them kind of like. I know the words have meaning and they should kind of tell me what they do, but I was still like,
yeah, so I'll just go through them real quick. So insight is insight, prowess, and resolve. They look like they're like the top level category names. They're used for what they call resistance rolls. And we'll go over that while we play. Don't worry about it. Now, uh, now hunt. So under insight, which is almost like wisdom in D&D, you have hunt, study, survey, tinker. Hunt is like tracking, like a survival check from D&D. Study is like a investigation, arcana check from D&D. It's like very it's like it means what it is. Study, right? Like it means you're investigating, you're looking into something. Survey is also kind of like tracking. Survey is more like if you're trying to glean information from like a scene or a person or like a place. And tinker
kind of
should
insight.
yeah, it's like the insight. You're right. But it's also like you can survey a place to see like what's going on that in that like hideout or something like that. Tinker is pretty straightforward. Like anything that involves like using your hands to accomplish something. So like a lock would be a tinker check, right? Or I shouldn't say tinker. So finesse
Yes.
is like a graceful maneuver, right? So you're not going to like yell at somebody and then say, "I want to roll a finesse." Like finesse means like very graceful, very subtle, very like sneaky stuff. Prowling, that's what we roll for like things where like I want to. Now you might wonder like what the difference between hunt and prowl is. Hunt is more like tracking. Prowl is more like a stealth check in D&D. So prowling is like if you're sneaking behind somebody and about to snap their neck, you would roll a prowl. Skirmish is like hand-to-hand combat. Wrecking means like you're destroying something, so you're using like straight up brute strength. Then we go to attune, which is anything like dealt with the supernatural. Like so, Dami, your character probably has like a lot of attune because they're dealing with like the supernatural stuff. So any like
Nice.
rituals or ghost talking. If you guys encounter a ghost, attune would be the thing to use. Command is like an intimidation or just commanding somebody. Consort is like a persuasion. Consort, what is consort? Consort, I think, is like a seduction type of thing where like you are persuading these people, but in a more seductive manner.
Consort with connections from your heritage, background, friends, or rivals to gain access to resources, information, people, or places.
Yeah. Okay. So that's more of like your
I think it's
connection
like
role.
name dropping and like
Okay.
yeah.
I can't find the thing you said to under the newspaper thing.
Under the newspaper, there should be a
So on
bunch
the
of
top,
random people.
yeah. So at the top right in the journal, you'll click it, and everything might be unfolded right now. So it's going to be at the very, very bottom is where you see all the character names.
And the last but not least, sway, which is your persuasion roll. All right. So in this game, we use stuff called clocks. Now, it's very different from like D&D. Clocks are almost like skill checks, where like for instance, if you guys are sneaking into a place, I might have like a clock up, and I'll say like guards. I'll just call it guards, and it's a four. It's like a four. What is it? Four block clock? I don't know. 4-section clock. But anyways, every time you guys do something, or let's say if you fail with like a consequence or succeed with a consequence, I might tick that off. So in a whole, I don't know if all of you guys like dived into this, but the biggest difference between this game and a game like D&D is that all of you have much more control over what your characters get to do. But understand that there's a trade-off to this, meaning that it's not like D&D where I say, "Hey, roll a investigation check. The DC is 12, and if you get 12 or higher, you pass." It's a little bit more. The lines are a little bit more blurred. So when you roll these D6s, 1 to 3 is a failure, meaning like you always have a 50% chance of failing. And 4 to 5 is a success, but there's a slight consequence depending on the position you are in. And a 6 is a success. Now, what I mean by position is that while we play the game, let's say for instance, Kendo, his character decides to snap a guard's neck from behind, right? I'm pretty sure I don't know if his character would ever do that, but for instance, his character decides to snap a guard's neck. One thing is when he says, "I want to sneak up to this guard and I want to snap his neck," you're not waiting for me to say roll a stealth check, right? You're going to tell me what you want to roll. So, Kendo, you can say, "I want to roll a skirmish check," or I want to use prowl instead. And depending on the situation and what you're using, I'll put a position on it. So I'll say, "Hey, Kendo, the guard is being watched by other guards. So this is going to be like a tricky or risky maneuver with like a certain effect." And the effects go from little, limited, standard to like great or extreme. And so depending on what he rolls, we'll get the outcome of it. And we'll get into that when we start playing. But in a sense, do you guys all kind of understand how the game kind of works? Like, I don't ask you for checks. You tell me what your character does, and then we'll all kind of decide on what that kind of action would be. At any time, if any time you're not sure, or any of the players have a different idea on what it should be, it's actually encouraged for us to talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, because like in the future, if we all decide to play again, we'll all kind of understand where the game is coming from and what we all kind of think about.
Yeah.
Cool.
Roughly.
All right. So everybody have their character sheet kind of pretty much filled out. Wow, look at this. All of y'all know roll.
I'm
Ooh, we can
just
click them.
deciding on my special ability because foresight's pretty good, but one of these other ones might.
Yeah, I've been peeking at them too.
What?
Oh, also, as your tinkerer, in case you want to save your points, I do the tinkers like hard.
Go for it. Not my thing at all.
No, it's just
Go
literally
right
what my sheet started with. So I'm like, save your points if you want to.
I got
Well,
it.
I mean, you could always tinker something else.
Yeah.
Now, one of the biggest things is as well, like it's actually a good thing to have maybe like a vice too. Now, I don't know if we'll get to the vice part at the end, but it'll be a nice way to end the session if we do. So, Dammy,
Hmm.
Do you see your character sheet?
Yeah.
Let's assign the 4 skills or 4 points to your actions. Which ones are you kind of feeling here? Like, is your character like a talker? Are they a fighter? Are they a smarty? Like, what kind of route are you going to go?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, just you can base it off yourself if you want. If like the character is a little bit out of your reach. Like, I mean, it's whatever. Like, what do you want your character kind of be good at?
Other than magic.
Yeah, you have 2 points in the tune. So in terms of like magic, I think you have that covered with the 2 points. What about like are they good with their words? Are they like a talker? Are they
Like,
scary?
I want them to be able to lie to people.
Okay, so we'll put 2 points on sway. You have 2 points left. I mean, what else besides doing magic-y, weird, supernatural stuff and lying to people or persuading them? What else would your character like to do? Are they physical in any way?
I don't know.
Do they have like a 6-pack?
No.
Maybe an 8-pack? Do they grind out the gym? Or do they like to prowl through the shadows? Do they blend in? Or do they have a lot of friends?
I don't know.
Well, here's one thing. If your character's in a fight, what would they use? In terms of like a
And then
weapon.
magic.
Okay, let's say for instance, like the magic isn't there, and you need
Okay.
like a backup physical weapon. What would that character use? Would they have like a gun, or would they have like a sword, brass knuckles?
What
A-
about a bow staff? Or like in a skirmish stick.
Okay, yeah, sure. So we'll put 2 points in skirmish, and there you have it. Your actions are all complete. You do need a special ability.
There.
We can
So
read through them there, I think.
yeah, it's recommended that you go with the first one, which is compel, where you can pretty much tell a ghost to do what you want it to do. Like, you command a ghost to like do what you want. So if you can be like, I want this ghost to like appear and scare these people, or steal that candy from that baby, whatever you like.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. All right. All of you guys are shadows, so that's the crew that you guys all have decided to pick. So you guys should already know that you have a special ability that all of you get from your crew.
What is it?
Well, you guys have to pick.
Yeah.
So
there's the crew character sheet. Okay.
yeah,
I was looking for it.
there's a crew character sheet. You can look at the special abilities there. So I mean, for the sake of the one shot, I would probably stay away from like the vehicles and the downtime stuff and the rep stuff, which is like a lot of the stuff. Only because you might not get to that kind of that good like that real good stuff if it's not a campaign. I would probably go with like the Renegades one, and you guys get
That was the one I was just thinking about.
Yeah, Renegades
Where is it?
might be very
I will-
helpful.
It,
It's the
HPC
very bottom one on crew.
each PC may add a +1 action rating to finesse, prowl, or skirmish,
which is
up to a max of 3.
which is a good one because you guys are capped out at 2, but this crew ability gives you the ability to go to 3. So if you guys have any fighters or stealthy people, yeah, that's a good one. So if any of you would like to add finesse, prowl, or skirmish, a level up to 3, or just add another one, you may do so.
Alright, shit.
Wait,
Yeah.
what ones?
Skirmish, or prowl, or finesse.
What's finesse?
Finesse is like it's almost like like acrobatics. You know, like if you fall from a building and you wanna land on your feet instead of landing on your face.
I believe I believe it's also used for stuff like blades and shooting. So
yeah, I mean
Finesse it is
hunt.
for me then.
Yeah, hunt can also be used as for shooting as well. So you have like a lot of different usage. Like there's no one particular way you want to use this stuff, right? Like you can say I go up to this body, and instead of you saying I want to study it, you can say I want to tinker with it, and like it'll be different, right? Like the outcome might be a little bit different when you like when you say I want to study the body and I want to tinker with the body. Like ultimately you might get the same result, or you might get different results, but you can do either or. No one, so it's all up to the player.
That makes sense.
So should I get finesse or not?
If you want.
If you want, yeah. Finesse, prowl,
Yeah, do
skirmish.
it.
You can take
So
a point
sorry,
off
what were we picking as our crew?
shadows. You guys are shadows. So you guys
All
are
right.
thieves and spies. Think espionage.
Wonderful.
All right. So there is a little, just because of the sake of time and all that, let's just play. You guys ready?
Hey, sure.
Yeah, let's.
It's just like, let's just do it while we go, right? Like I could stay up here and talk to you about the game as long as I want, but it doesn't really matter until we start playing. So
Let's do this.
yeah, let's do it. Let me just get something set up. Now, keep in mind, guys, I'm also quite new to this as well. I haven't really played this system yet. Definitely more comfortable with D&D. But I just wanted to give this a try. So, let's start. I also have something prepared for you guys. A little intro. Is dark. Wait, that wasn't right. Everybody ready? Everybody good to go?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Right.
We begin with your crew, walking through the abandoned streets of the Six Towers district. The sky is dark, like always. The people here haven't felt the golden rays of sunlight for almost a millennia. It's a wonder that we haven't all gone insane and killed each other. You have the so-called nobles and their lord governors to thank for that. They keep the peace, which means everyone else works while they reap all the benefits. An owl hoots nearby, bringing you out of your moody thoughts. You see bits of trash blown by a cold wind skitter across empty streets, illuminated only by a few still working street lamps and the campfires of squatters. The shutters and doors of abandoned buildings moan, creak, and bang in a haunted chorus. Residents hustle by, heads down, clutching spirit-bane charms close to their breasts. The streets in the Six Towers are broad stone avenues, cracked and broken, dark without power, overgrown and neglected. The buildings are palatine estates, tumbled into disrepair, grand manors, remodeled into cramped and cheap apartments. The night here in this district feels a little too empty, a little too hollow, and the fog and rain doesn't help the matter. An eerie chill runs up your spine. One or all of you swear you hear a young girl weeping in the distance, calling for her mother. A restless spirit of an innocent victim? or perhaps a demon lying in wait to claim another soul? It's better not to find out. You make your way to the address written on the piece of paper. One of you holds this note. It's written on the same stationery that you're used to seeing. Amancio, the deal broker who gave you all your first jobs together as a crew. One thing was off, however. The handwriting was different. The usual chicken scratch that Amancio jotted onto the letters replaced by an elegant script. One of practice and of technique. Of course, the note was fashioned in the same way that it always was. An address, a time, and a reward. 10 coins, split amongst the group. Now that's a fine payload if you've ever seen one. Still, no point in making that much coin if you weren't alive to spend it. So one of you cased the area before the meeting. Standard procedure, and it was clean. Maybe just a little too neat, but nothing that would indicate any plans of capture, arrest, or death. So here you are now, on the wide stone road named Bowmore Way. A quick left turn on Deep Street, and you're standing in front of your destination. A little soaked, a little annoyed, but you'll let the coins do the talking. There, underneath a lamppost, burning electroplasm as fuel. You see a man. Is it me or did it stop?
I think I got a
slick
little,
back
yeah.
hair. Alright. I don't know why it just stopped like that. It's insane.
Yeah, it
Yep.
started cutting in and out. It was getting good. It was
It
good.
was really
fuck?
good.
It literally
I'm
just stopped.
cold now.
Okay, so you actually see a man with slick back hair. Some, you know what? It must be the rain. Hold on.
The rain is too much for it to handle.
Yeah,
The
too much
jukebox
fucking
is on
rain.
Fritz again.
it's too much rain. Ah. I
Why
love-
does he have tentacles?
Well,
Question.
we'll get to that. We'll get to that. It literally like cut off before that all that stuff happened. And the music is like all wanky and janky now. Good stuff. Oh man, this is so heartbreaking.
Technical difficulties.
Hmm. This is heartbreaking. All right. Well, so a man with slicked back hair, decent fashion sense. He's tall, dark, and handsome. That's Amancio, all right. But his eyes, they seem to be different. And there's also shadowy tendrils that seem to rise from his body. That also seems a little unusual for you all. But here you are, in front of Amancio. He kind of leans back, staring at all of you guys as you approach. What do you all do?
Who do we imagine amongst us is usually the one who goes to talk to people? Because that should probably be the person who does it.
Yeah, that does make sense. I mean, the jukebox though. Sure.
Oh, okay.
So we describe things in this game, all right. That music is fucking with me.
Yeah.
Aspera is definitely not in the mood, especially with the downpour, because it just doesn't. She doesn't like the rain. Fucks with her hair. So she'll make her way over, looking definitely grumpy and not up for this. And give a slight nod as she approaches. Hey.
And you're gonna approach Amancio?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Amancio kind of looks out to you and says, "Ah, hello old friends. Welcome to Skurlock Manor. This is my new home. Do you like it?" As he points to this lit up, almost decrepit mansion.
It looks fucking creepy.
It's a bit of a fixer-upper.
I'll take
It's
that as a compliment.
Looks sus.
pretty sus.
Very sus.
You wouldn't be laughing at
an-
my manner now, would you, friends?
Oh, of course not. Never.
I mean, your manor could use a little more paint, but I mean, it's decent.
He kind of smiles, and you see fangs protruding from his mouth. He says, "You're right. It does deserve a fresh coat. What about red?" And he kind of glares at
I
you.
mean, See, the thing
You're trying
is-
to kill us, isn't
I'd shut your mouth before it's you who gets to spare the red on it.
problem with red is, don't really go with the surroundings. You have to go with the surroundings. And I'm seeing a lot of black. It would just be a very bold statement to put red in the middle of all this black. Maybe if you went for a nice gray,
Gray's gonna
one
rub her
thing.
temples.
About Skurlock is I am very bold.
All right, friend. I'm terribly sorry for my companions. I think we're just all a little grumpy and a little moody. It is raining. We don't like the rain as much as other
Speak
people.
for yourself.
Some
My hair
people
is
like the
made
rain.
of leaves.
All right. Well, some people like the rain a little bit more than others. But you called us here for a reason, I imagine.
Yes, a job for 10 coins, which is a small fortune for a small crew like yours.
You can say that again.
We don't have to call us poor faces.
Well, and he smiles.
Are you going to
ready?
invite us inside? Or are you going to let us stand in the rain and catch colds?
You will
that
stand out
is-
in the rain.
Oh,
Oh, you
I'm
little
unfortunate.
fucker!
how terrible.
Come, guys. Let's at least let him finish the job. At least tell us what he wants us to do first.
I can always take my business elsewhere. Would that be okay?
No. Oh, you
Then
know
listen.
that
Be a lot
would be
less-
okay.
Be a lot less wet for it.
And he snaps his finger and he says, "I have a new job for you all." And then he looks to all of you and says, "But it's curious how you don't really care why I call myself Skurlock, but no matter. I hired a different gang. You might know them. They're called the Wraiths. To kidnap an important noble at a brothel, a secret one at that I own. Now let's just say the Wraiths were able to complete the mission with ease, probably because I gave them the secret map of all the secret passageways between the rooms, the small tunnels in between the walls of the brothel.
I'm starting to
it's-
imagine that you like the word secret.
There's one thing about Skurlock is that I am very secretive. Now,
Mm.
it turns out these degenerates were untrustworthy. Once they realized how valuable the target was, they decided to keep him and ransom him instead. That won't do.
Damn shame.
I'm not asking you to go and exact retribution. I can do that myself. And he kind of flashes his fangs again. But I do need you to find this target wherever they might be hiding him and bring him back to this manor.
Preferably alive.
Undoubtedly alive.
Should not. Like, yeah, I guess.
10 coin. Bring guy back alive. Do you care if we kill this other group or not? If they get in our way, which they undoubtedly will.
Be my guest. But know that they have friends. I've heard rumors that they've brought this target not to their own hideout, but to the hideout of the Lampblacks.
Hmm.
I'm the only one still on the thing where he says he can hire other people, but he got like 2 timed by other people he hired, so we're the other people he hired.
Don't get lippy right now. We can talk about this when we are away from our paying customer.
Again, the rain. I'm so sorry. We get so talky. Some things just kind of slip out. Fools we are.
I never
think
knew
this
the
sounds really
rain
good.
addled your minds so incredibly. It's quite fascinating,
Apparently.
humans.
It's you know us, silly humans, always getting wet and stupid
for
in the
yourself.
rain. Okay, all right. Well,
Roderick's just
All
standing
right,
there
so our
completely
job
unflinching in
is
the
to
rain.
retrieve.
Have
God damn
you
it.
heard of something called an umbrella? I heard it does
I actually yes,
wonders.
I do carry one. I pull out my umbrella. I was
A little bit too late,
trying to
I
be.
think.
I was trying to be empathetic to my lesser meaning companions.
Glare.
Interesting. You commented,
What?
you complimented, and you've insulted them at the same time. That's
Now,
Quite
isn't
impressive.
that exactly what you come to pay for?
of course.
Free entertainment. Damn. All right,
Now,
so we
10
are
points.
retrieving
We
your
steal a
target.
person? Do
We
you
are
have a sketch of them?
retrieving, not stealing.
Yeah.
You're bringing back the
Yeah.
target to me, who what
Exactly.
belongs to me. Yes.
Fair enough.
Retrieval.
Any questions before you set off?
Do you have a sketch of this person so that we know who we're
Yeah.
looking for?
Let us say, if you see this person, you will know he's my target.
Do you have a name?
Ah.
Or are we not allowed that either?
Let's not ask too many of those questions now.
Why did your
Like
handwriting
the
change?
identity of the person we're taking. Okay.
Do you know? I know that you may not be your target may not be at their base, but it seems. Do you know where their Wraiths base is? So since that might be a good place to start.
That's not where they took them.
My people have already raided their hideout. I assure you there's nothing of use there. And
that's the
rightfully
case.
so, as it would be quite idiotic of them.
Of course. Well,
Okay, but why did your handwriting change?
Because I am not Amancio, the one that you knew. I am Skurlock. And he smiles.
okay. Question to
worse.
you, our DM. So, does this person look like the person we usually knew as Amancio?
Oh, it looks just like him. It's Amancio's
Ah.
body.
Possession.
Oh,
Very
okay, it's
cool.
his
Oh, he
body. Okay. Shit. Can I get that name and spelling in chat because my dyslexic class can't spell nothing?
Yeah, I
Thank
wrote it in
you.
chat, and I'll write his other name. It's just Skurlock. That's what he calls
Skurlock.
himself now.
Understand.
Skurlock Holmes.
Fuck.
Well, 10
You just
coins
made me
seems
think of
reasonable.
Scurvy and Locke.
10 coins. Steal a person.
My two dogs,
Well-
Scurvy and Locke. Come here, Scurvy. Who's a good Scurvy?
All right. I think we are in agreement then. All
I've
right. What do
heard
you all
rumor.
think? This
I've
thing?
heard rumors that the Lampblacks have their hideout somewhere in the Crow's Feet district. I wish you all luck. And he puts on a hat and starts to walk away. Do you guys have any last minute things you would like to say to him before he walks away?
Are we bringing the target back here?
To my manor. Alive.
All right. Yes, alive, very much so.
Well, this is going to be fun, right?
So,
Very, very fun.
So at this point, I don't want to interrupt too much, but you guys, since this is a one shot, we have two options here. You guys can go to your hideout and plan out what you guys would like to do and like what you'll like to. You guys could talk about what you want to do. Also, describe your characters to each other in your hideout, or you can go right into the action and head to the Crow's Feet. It's up to you guys.
I think going to the
think maybe-
hideout would be a good idea.
Yeah, I think we should talk this out a bit.
Agreed.
make a plan, gather info if we can.
Perfect.
Okay.
So yeah.
Awesome. So let me try the music one more time. Oh, it sounds like it's working now. Okay. Nice. Alright, so you guys all make your way over to your hideout. So your hideout is Reynald's. I don't know why. I said that. Reynald's Coffee House, and you guys walk in. It's a very quaint looking coffee shop. The lights are just dimly lit with candles. It looks like it's closed, but all of you have the keys, and you guys all walk inside. A radio begins to play as you guys all take your seats.
I'm sorry, what does quaint mean?
Quaint? Is it cozy?
Oh,
Yeah.
Very
It's-
humble, very
It's
cozy.
yeah. It's not like it's comfortable. It's not like outlandish or bougie in any way.
thank you.
And you guys are sitting in comfortable little chairs. A map of Crow's Feet before you. What do you guys do?
I am going to throw in a pot of coffee while we plan. Does anybody want some?
I was about to ask.
Can't
Oh,
hear
absolutely.
you.
He's asking if he was. Well, he said he was going to put on a pot of coffee for us.
Pot of coffee?
Please.
Of course. And I go make a. What, are we thinking? Dark roast, a cappuccino? What is everybody feeling?
Very detailed.
I'm not picky.
Dark
Coffee?
roast it is. All right, I'll just make a big pot, and you could put milk and cream in if you want. I'll let you decide that. I'll just
That works.
Yeah.
Let's work for
Yeah.
you.
yeah. I walk over and I start making coffee for everyone. It's gonna be a long night, I'm sure.
All right. You hear like the mechanical like psh, tss of all these devices that you guys kind of have scattered about your coffee house. Now this is a front, but you do know how to make a mean pot of coffee.
Oh, of course.
Oh, fuck yes.
Oh, this is great. Oh, wonderful. Got our own little coffee shop. So I just want to make sure that I have the names of the two different factions it seems we're dealing with.
The Wraiths?
Yeah,
And I
so the
think it was
Wraiths.
the Lampblacks?
Lampblacks.
Lampblacks, thank you. Lampblacks. Oh, I was
Okay,
off.
cool. So the Wraiths are the people that Skurlock hired to steal. I'll call them X because I don't know.
Good idea.
For Skurlock, they decided to turn on him and ransom off X for themselves. And now
Can you turn the
Skurlock
music
wants
down?
us.
It's really drowning out your voices.
If you
You
Right.
can do that yourself under
Yeah,
the
you can
cog.
do
Yep.
Hey,
Right click Rivian Discord.
Top
Yes.
corner. Oh, I thought it's playing. Is it not playing in this? Oh wait, wrong place. Yeah, you have to click on the bot. Left, right, left click. One of the two.
Right click
Where?
Rudy on the yes on Discord in the
You
chat.
see, it says groovy. Little groovy. My groovy bay.
Click on the groovy in the one-shot call right now.
Yeah.
Like literally click on the name. If you left click, you'll open a menu. You'll see user volume. Grab it and drag it down.
Oh, thanks.
No problem.
Computer.
All right. So
So, Wraith stole X for Skurlock. Tried to ransom them for themselves, and now Skurlock wants us to go and take X back and bring it to their mansion. Seems pretty
Also,
simple, no?
Skurlock stole the body of someone we knew? Question mark. Are we just gonna
Yes.
leave that out in the dark?
I mean, okay, so then I ask you one very important question. Does Mr. Spooky Mansion Man care about whether or not there's bodies or not?
Nope. As long as his target is alive.
Yep.
Yes.
And then I think we have our plan of action then. We go in there, guns fucking blazing, and then we call it a day.
I still
Tig, let's
rather a
take
bit
a
of a
second.
plan.
Let's take a second. Let's get some. Let's talk it through. Let's get a bit more information.
Maybe
talk
find
about
girls?
it.
Like, see what we
Let's
can
talk
all
about
do.
it over a
That's
hot
true.
cup of coffee, okay?
I'm just saying, Skurlock may not care that there are bodies, but the police sure might.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Yeah.
we'll
True.
fucking dump the bodies then.
Well, I'm saying if you go in there shooting, don't you think that'll cause a
Commotion.
attention, commotion?
Then I won't go in there shooting. I'll go in there with a little shiv and it'll be a grand time.
Tig, I love your enthusiasm, and I love the Shiv idea. Let's pin it right there on the
Let's
board,
sidebar
and maybe
it.
we'll get back to the shivving. I'm pretty sure on
What's Shiv?
It's a
It's
little knife people make in jail out of like toothbrushes.
Oh.
that. Yeah, it's like shivs you use for cutting. No, shivs are for
Mine's made of
stabbing.
broken glass.
Or glass.
glass.
Either or. It's
We-
little
the definition
have
of
not.
shiv is like an improvised like shanking
Weapon.
machine.
Well, okay, there we go. That's what I was thinking of. Shanking is more
Corrupting this
stabbing.
Poor child's mind.
Shanking is
can't
for
do
is shanking.
I'm
Yeah,
joking.
see?
You didn't know
Yeah.
what a shiv was. It made me smile.
Oh. Because I'm
we-
French.
Oh, okay, that
See?
makes more sense.
There we go.
Oh.
So
They have shivs in France. Trust me.
Well,
Yeah,
they're
they're
French,
They might
they're
call it
called in
something else.
French, not in English.
They're called a
Yeah.
shive.
All right. It says, all right, let's- getting back on the track of things since this is a one shot. All right,
Yeah.
Roderick steps into the shop. He's a fairly tall and lanky, tanky man of Sokovian descent. Tied back, dirty blonde hair and a low ponytail, rough, tanned and straight, just scarred skin. He's wearing this particularly nice heavy coat, though it's clearly he's wearing was probably once a fairly nice sort of noble, not exactly noble, but more like military sort of style coat. It was more military style, but it's exceedingly worn. This thing's been running around the ringer through hell. Probably more sentimental value. He carries around this particularly nice long rifle. I'll post a picture of him and the rifle in a second. And also, as he sort of steps in, shaking the rain off his coat, you see a magpie appear and land on his shoulder, who fluffs out his fur. You'll know him as Reston, his hunting companion.
Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. Everyone, why don't you guys all describe your characters together, or while you're at it? Brief description.
Yeah. So
You go.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So Jess steps around the bar to starts pulling out cups and stuff. Starts getting the machines working to make a pot of coffee. He's relatively tall, he's about 6'1", fairly lean, dark skin, short hair. Always dressed and like a fine and like a nice suit and tie with like a low cape that comes about like mid back. It's currently drenched because he decided to stand in the rain rather than use his umbrella, for the sake of his companions, of course.
Swoon. So kind not to use your fracking umbrella.
Of course. I mean, I
It's
could have
true.
offered it, but have you touch it? I don't think so.
Oh, ow.
Okay. Wow.
Ooh.
Oh, Tom, what are you trying to say?
He's empathetic, but not that empathetic.
Wow.
I'm sorry,
Thank you
he's
for
less
letting my
empathetic.
robotic arm get waterlogged.
Oh, so you're telling
well-
me that it's because I'm a gypsy, isn't it?
No,
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
say that. I didn't say
Think
that. No, did
You
I?
think you're better
No,
than me, don't you? That's
no,
exactly
I
what
don't
it
think
is.
I'm better. No,
Oh, rough
no,
shade.
we just come from different backgrounds. I had money and you didn't, and I'm sorry, but that's just what it is. And you
You know what?
know, I
You
mean,
would say
He has
you-
money, but he
I would
has
say.
You would say that.
no
I have
manners.
heart though. I'm making you coffee, am I? I'm making you coffee. Do you not?
Well,
Do you not want the
Aspera will
coffee?
take her seat. I'm gonna cut this
I
up.
would-
We'll take her
Taking a
seat.
cup
She
of coffee.
is a tall, lanky, dark-skinned woman who tends mostly to her work or her arm, which is robotic, as it kind of falls apart on itself. She is your tinker. She is your leech. She loves gathering info when she can. Yeah. She usually wears a pair of makeshift goggles on her head for when she needs them. And I guess she's dressed like semi-well. It's definitely pieces from different places and different times. They all come together, and she usually wears a necklace that's like just a ring and a coin. That's her thing. She don't talk about it, and she's not going to talk about it with you.
Fair enough.
Well, then I suppose that leaves Shay, who is this 6'7", just pure muscly bastard. You know, you could tell that he's been in a couple of scrapes. He's very ragged looking, but at the same time, he's got that subtle charm.
It's a hot
You
dude.
know,
What
he's-
are you talking about?
Hi. He's got this reddish brownish hair and a very thick looking beard. Very thick looking beard.
I get it. Ah, I get it. His name is Tick.
God.
Haha.
He's a Tick
Oh,
boy.
God.
That wasn't the joke, but okay.
How,
Oh,
that's somehow better, I guess.
he's Tick. I like when women tick.
No. No. Oh, no, he's dressed in what looks to be, you know, very poor person's garb. He's got a collared shirt on, but it is patched to hell and back. You can see little blood stains on it. You know, whether or not it's his or someone else's, it's kind of hard to tell. And, you know, he's... Yeah, no.
All
Is
right,
it my
Danny.
turn then?
Yes, it is.
Mhm.
Right. So, Jupiter is from Tycheros, so they have this weird feature where their hair there's like flowers and leaves growing in it. And it's green, so it blends together, so it looks like it's all just a bunch of flowers and leaves. And their skin is like whitish green with green shimmer. And they're the whisper of the team. And yeah.
High five, we got something in common. Where we come from.
All right. So
That's the
You
the start.
you guys, if you
Oh yeah,
decide to,
sorry, I had to say, but they're quite small.
okay.
Like feet small. Like me small.
Hmm.
you guys have post-it notes that you can drag out on this little corkboard if you decide to like plan stuff. Make it a little bit more realistic for you guys.
Ooh, wow.
You can always use the
Ooh.
text tool to write stuff down.
Hold on, I'm grabbing my tablet so I can write.
Let's see. Bam. Oh, look at that. We've got ourselves a little note right here.
Oh, well, fuck me in the arse. That is adorable.
This is very good. All right, so bada bing, right here in the middle. Can I type? There it is. Cool. All right, so right here we've got. Hold on, where did my notes go? We got Skurlock. What a name. What a man. All right. I misspelled it. Skurlick. Wait, is it Skurlick or Skurlock?
No,
Did
it's Skurlock.
No, I did it right. Okay. Cool. Damn, we got Skurlock. Here we got. Wait, hold on. Okay, I'm not just gonna put one name in a thing. That'd be so annoying. Very confusing. All right, so we got Skurlock. Okay, this is chaos.
This is
I'm
great.
just imagining us.
Who
I'm
cares?
imagining us all at this board, just trying to figure out what to This is
Oh,
This is
for
a
fuck's
real
sake.
crew meeting, fellas. Like
This is
this
real.
is how it happens. We have
This is
somebody
how
just
it's happening.
scrawling on the post-its.
Shut up,
we
I'm
gotta
making
start
art.
somewhere. Hey, we don't have enough money for more post-it notes, so
And we're not
this
even
is
drunk
coming
yet.
out of your cut. This
This is
coming out
my
of your cut.
fucking post-it note, I'ma fuck with it.
No, that's fair, but it's coming out of your paycheck. All right.
These things are expensive.
What are we actually? These are expensive. Post-it notes. Hey, 10 gold is a lot of gold for us. All right. All right. I don't think we
Just
need
imagine the
this one.
amount of post-it notes we could buy with 10 gold.
That's
You could buy a
double our
pack.
double our inventory, I'm sure. All right. So you got
Wait,
good.
did
Look,
he
we got a
say
good
each
drawing.
or
We got
every
Skurlock
of
and the
us?
Wraiths.
What was that?
Say that again.
Did he say each one of us get 10 piece or 10 piece for everyone together?
That's a good question.
10 for everyone. So, in this
Okay.
world, one coin is like many silvers. It's like a month's worth of wages for like a normal person. So 10
There,
Oh,
I've
okay.
contributed.
10 is a
Quite a
good
bit.
amount.
Here we go.
Coffee. That's what I've contributed.
Say that again.
I was confused for a second.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
Okay. So
It's a lot.
Skurlock
It's a lot.
wants mystery person X. I imagine we should probably move on it relatively soon, just because, you know, someone, just in case they are able to ransom them, that'd be bad.
Do
Aren't
we
they
even
trying
have
to
a
ransom him
location?
to him?
Say that again.
Aren't they trying to ransom him to Skurlock?
I think they're trying to ransom him to someone else.
We didn't
That's
really
the-
ask.
That's the impression
Do
that
we
you
even
got.
have a description? Do we have
No.
anything about
He
this
wouldn't
lad?
give us one and he
Or-
wouldn't give us a name. So
No.
we're gonna call this person X. Actually, I'm gonna add that to the note if I may. Excuse me. And she will shove
Yeah,
your
no.
pencil over.
Okay,
fuck's
that's
sake.
fine, I guess. All right. Question. So
Secretive cunt.
I don't know how. So okay, so I'm assuming that our good friend Amancio has been possessed by whatever this demon name is, Skurlock.
Possessed,
Is there
body
like a-
borrowed.
Could we possibly do some digging around, figure out who this Skurlock person is? Like if they have, you know, this. I imagine this isn't the first time they've done something like this, so maybe we can pick up a sense of who this person is, why they would want this person, and what
That's-
type of person that.
That is a excellent point, Kendo. That's you, right? Because I'm not looking at it.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah, that's right.
So Kendo, there's a mechanic in this game, so we don't waste time for you guys like saying like, all right, we'll go out and we go investigate and stuff like that. You can say I have a flashback, right? At any time in the game, I have a flashback. Remember when I actually decided to go look into like some dude named Skurlock, or like we actually investigated him before we actually met him. So, like, you can actually do that to get the information without having to go through like this long thing to get it.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, cool. So I have a flashback. Okay, cool. Wait, no. Now that I think about it, the name sounds somewhat familiar. Do you all remember that job? What was it, like a few weeks back? We were getting that like ancient tome or something from that library. I remember going through the database of that, their cards or whatever. I think I saw something. It was what was it?
Good. We're going to do the first
know why
roll.
you're-
Would you like
I
to
don't know
roll
why you're
something?
asking us. We don't know shit.
Yeah, I would like to roll something. Let's see. Let
What
me
would you
look
like
at the
to roll?
actions. I think the action that makes the most sense here is probably study, right?
I would agree. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I've got one to study. What position do you think this would be?
I'd just
Could
say
we teamwork it?
you could teamwork it. How would you like to? Well, yeah.
I'd like to say that during that time I assisted him in the research, so maybe we might have seen more.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you will roll. What's your? How many points do you have in study?
1.
I've got one.
Chess. Okay.
Or
So
two. Okay.
that's 2d6 that you would roll. And the
Okay,
position
cool.
I would say is controlled with
Controlled?
standard effect.
Okay. Cool. And then so it's asking bonus dice. I guess that's
That's the +1
And
you
it-
got from.
right. So do I add it in here because it's
Aspera.
already in the? Okay, +1 from. Okay, cool.
Or proxy. All right.
Billiards. That's great.
So do you?
Great winner. Sorry.
You think back, and then you think back. Oh, yeah, right. That book that you accidentally burnt up while you're running away from whoever was chasing you.
Well,
And
things
the
happen.
great library fire of.
That was 3 weeks
That's
ago.
how everybody. It was our first mission. What can I say? We weren't we weren't a well-oiled machine like we are now. No pun intended. Looking at her arm.
Nods.
Okay. Well, never mind.
But
Forget
now
I
we
said
know.
any.
Pay attention where we put the candle.
Yes, absolutely. We're learning every day as an organization.
This-
This is what's going to get us to the top.
This wasn't your first coffee house. This is actually coffee
This is
house
not our
number 2.
first coffee.
But what is the name of our coffee house?
You get to name it.
It's-
Name it whatever you like.
I thought you said Raylan's.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that was just
fuck
because there
Shaq.
was a picture. But screw it. This is your coffee house. You guys can name it whatever you like.
It might just be me. My very crude sense of humor. I think we need to name this very, very calm-looking coffee house the Fuck Shack.
Oh, I love
No.
and hate that so much.
Think that might drive away a certain type of clientele. I like what your mind is. But let's pin that on the board here. I'm gonna get a
Beans
post-it
and
note.
the beans.
You're just gonna get a
brewery.
whole bunch of other different type of personnel. And
Yeah,
clientele
and they're
coming
not
in.
gonna be
Yeah,
looking
a lot
for
of
coffee.
middle-aged, horny dudes. Like, this
Hey,
is a fuck
middle-aged
shack, right?
Hey, middle-aged horny dudes love coffee in the morning.
They do.
Love coffee.
So we're gonna put this on a
Let's call
post-it
it the
note right
secret
here, and
brew.
we'll get back
That's
to
gonna
this
be so
maybe.
cute.
The secret brew. See, that's
I
what I'm
like
talking
that.
about. That's the good. So I'm gonna take down this post-it note so we don't have to think about it again.
Oh, that was a favorite for fuck shack, but alright.
I like the
oh,
secret brew. It's cute.
It also kind of
3v2.
hints at what
Look
we
at
do,
that.
so
It is what
Fuckers
we
would
do.
Like the secret brew.
secret hideout.
See the secret brew. I love it. I
The
love it.
secret
I love
fuck.
it. I love
You
it.
guys can compromise.
Yes.
I'm gonna.
No, secret brew. End of story.
Think of
You
the
see-
8
okay,
people here.
If you keep going, we're
That's-
going to put you in horny jail.
Please.
It wouldn't be the
See-
worst jail I've been in.
And then, so you see, we're putting that on a post-it note, and then I'm taking it down again, and I'm burning it. And we don't have to
I'm
think about it
burning
again. See, this is going in the incinerator. Now, back to our
Shay is
job.
just giving you the dirtiest look.
Can
I feel like this
I?
is pretty common between me and Shay.
Yeah, I feel it too.
So,
What's a tune for under a resolve again?
That's
Attune
magic,
is
I
like
think.
magical stuff, like rituals.
right.
Yeah. So Dammy would be probably the best at it,
Yeah,
or unless
Hmm.
somebody else says to it.
I was just looking at resolve because I was considering if we need info. And Bro likes to wander around, talk to people, gather info.
Yeah.
If I could have her have been out and heard a rumor or two.
We can move on to that stage right now if you'd like. So
Sure.
it's hard to plan for something when you don't know what you're doing, right? So
Yeah.
We're
whoever
going in
would
there with
like.
shanks the lot of us, and we're just gonna call it a day. I thought we decided on this.
well, oh no, we didn't. We were still talking about it.
You put your mind to it, and we all collectively said no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like
God.
Tig is a very.
He's a very straightforward person.
And that's why we appreciate him so much.
So
Don't you
much.
patronize me.
I'm not patronizing Tig. You know I love you, Tig.
Are we gonna need to break down and have a group hug?
Me.
Do we need to stop the meeting and have a group hug?
Could use a hug, actually.
Oh,
Okay. I'm
Ew.
fine with us doing a group. I'm okay with a group hug. All
touch
right.
me and I'll poke you in the eye with a fork.
Of course. Okay.
Oh,
So
thank you.
information. This is a progress clock. There's 4 sections here. Once you
All
fill all
right.
4, that means that then you guys will probably finish any information gathering here.
So, things that we need to know at the very least, if we can't figure out anything about Skurlock, we need to know more about both of the gangs that we need to, well, the gang that we need to infiltrate, figure out their stuff, and also figure out where this other base is. So we need to figure out the Lampblacks base. We need to figure out a bit more about the Wraiths, maybe figure out their deal, their numbers, so we know exactly what we're running up against. Probably the same stuff with the Lampblacks, since I imagine it won't only be the Wraiths there.
Oh, fuck, are you telling me that the gangs are colluding with each other?
No, that's
What
not.
you've been
Well,
saying
yes,
since earlier. If you weren't so
Yeah.
preoccupied,
Were you even with us?
it's known.
Pretty sure I was with you, but I'm pretty sure I was thinking about something far more important than this.
were you
No, that's
thinking
your own
about
problem.
Shanky?
No,
No.
I was thinking
You
about,
paused.
I was thinking about Cinnamon. You heard of her?
All right, guys. guys,
No, I
great.
don't think. I don't
She's
think
a
I go to
great
that
lady.
particular brothel.
All right, kids, back. Roll
Okay,
it back in.
Let's at least
Alright.
get this done before we get to this shit.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I
so
wanted
we
to
need
gather
know-
information from just rumors and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you can gather any type of information you want. You go out in the streets. I mean, you tell me what you want to do, and then you tell me what role you want to make as well. I don't give you a role. So, what do you do?
I want to, I
How
guess,
do you wanna do it?
leave these people bickering.
Sure.
You do that. Head out into the streets and sway some information out of people.
All right, go ahead. I would say it's kind of dark. It's late, but it doesn't really matter in Duskfall.
The best people are out in dark.
Yeah, so I'll say this is a controlled with a standard effect.
But isn't it always dark?
Yeah, that's the point.
So confused.
It's always dark.
Hey, there you go.
Okay. All right. So I'm assuming you have 2 points in sway, right? That's why you
Mhm.
rolled 2. Okay, so 5. Good. So you're able to determine that. What are you looking for? Because you do hear some people rumor about a lot of things. You hear one guy kind of walking by, talking with his friends. He's like, "Have you heard of that girl named Cinnamon? I heard she was
Ignoring.
real great." And like they continue on, and then you hear some other people talking about, like, whispering about there's a huge commotion. Like, there was a huge commotion over there in Crow's Feet. You hear it?
Hmm.
The red
I'll tap
sash has
into
got
that.
it in. The red sash has got it in with the Lampblacks. Apparently, they have some sort of treasure that they're not telling everybody. Then you also hear rumors about a very important person has gone missing in this city. Now, this is what we call a fortune die. I want you to roll a d6.
Alright.
And we'll see if you're lucky enough to get this type of information.
Luck?
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll
that's
see.
cute. I don't have any, honey. We're gonna establish that real quick. Okay, fine. Make me a liar. Wow.
Wow. You hear in the
What
shadows.
is happening?
Proxy, you hear in the shadows some guards talking. It's like, "Aye, that's right. The Lord Governor went missing. They can't find him. They don't know where he is." It's like, "Oh, blimey. The Lord Governor? He's gone?" And then, like, they kind of walk off as they see you.
Do they both have Cockney accents?
Yeah, all the guards have Cockney accents.
I felt that Cockney accent. That was good. Does she'll return and hope
They all
dearly
look the
that they
same
have
too, like video
stopped.
games.
she will return to our the secret brew, soaked again. But hoping that everyone has stopped bickering. They probably haven't.
Actually,
Oh.
Tig is has his hand cocked back. And I mean, I don't know.
Just-
What did you say about my mother?
I didn't say anything about your mother. I'm sure she was a wonderfully
I
fine
swear to
person.
God.
I just think it's
Watch
kind of strange that she has the same name as I don't know. Why is she called Cinnamon? That's an interesting.
Your goddamn mouth, so help me. I will shove my foot so far up your ass that you'll taste my bunions.
Okay,
She
well
will
that
stand in the
you see,
doorway and
that's-
consider leaving.
Roderick is just sitting off in a corner, feeding some feet to magpies, drinking his coffee, watching them fight.
Tig, listen to me. You're gonna drink this coffee. I pick up a cup of coffee, steaming hot still. You're gonna drink this. You're gonna feel much, much better.
Do you make it the special way?
I made it the special way just for you.
Oh.
What is the special way? Please tell me, what is the special way? Because I get the feeling that you don't love me.
Oh, fuck. I
Three
see your
sugars.
daddy issues are ripe and out in the open.
What's happening? What's happening?
3 sugars, two pours of cream, and a little bit of cinnamon.
Forgot.
Go.
Whiskey.
Knocked out already.
Tig
Forgot
fainted.
whiskey.
I know you like to pour your own whiskey. I would never get the measurements correct.
Aye. You see, that's because you're a good man, Chez. Thank you.
Of course, Tig. And I hand him the coffee.
Are we done?
You got so
We are
emotional.
Okay, reel the daddy issues back in. She'll pat Tig on the back of the head. Alright, so.
Don't touch me.
Yeah, during that time, Jupiter went to get some towels for Espera because
Yeah!
she's still soaked and Jupiter's getting worried.
She snuck out. She is back. She will happily accept the towels and, like, pat her hair dry. Alright, so I slipped outside and walked around. I heard a few things. First of all, I heard the red sashes have some issues with the Lampblacks, something about treasure. But I also heard that the old governor specifically has gone missing.
The Lord Governor.
Oh, wow.
Lord Governor has gone missing.
Perhaps our mystery person X.
You also
If
heard
there was
one
a-
more rumor. The Crow's Feet district
Mm.
is owned by a gang called the Crows.
Yes,
And the
sorry.
Lampblacks. No, I actually forgot to tell you this. The Lampblacks actually work like they're like underneath the Crows. Like the Crows own all the gangs
I
in Crow's
mean,
Feet.
You also,
Also,
heard
the
that
Crows
Cinnamon was
own
best
Crow's
lay.
Feet. I am refusing to repeat that, so she will never tell you.
Oh, don't worry, I've told her.
Oh,
She has
no.
ignored you many times.
Alright. So Red Sashes has issues with the Lampblacks. Lord Governor has gone missing. Actually, this Red Sashes having issues with the Lampblacks is very, very fortuitous for us.
I'm considering the treasure might just be the Lord Governor.
It's possible.
Agreed.
So we kill both gangs, called a day?
No, I
No.
was thinking perhaps we
You know,
disguise
this is-
ourselves
He
as
has like
one
a
of the
grenade
gang.
when he says that.
Oh, please put that away. Please
Okay,
put that
from
away.
now on, only people who have more than half a brain cell can speak. So, Shay, Asa,
Oh, wow.
Tig, I
You know
rubbed
what,
Tig
if I
on the back.
understood what that word meant,
Crap.
then I would be offended.
Tig, I pat Tig on the back. It's gonna be okay.
Like, I'm just
No.
think about this logically, alright?
All
We
right.
don't know shit about any of the gangs. So,
Okay.
in order to
Sorry, I'm
minimize
connecting the
any
dots.
risk, in order to minimize any risk that we might have, we go in there and we fuck both gangs up. Voila!
No.
And then
Uh,
we walk out of there with the Lord Governor and we collect our bounty. It is great.
that's how you get revenge attacked.
That is how you get revenge attack. I'm
I
gonna take
have-
We'll
your
attack them
idea.
again.
I
Okay.
have a better idea.
Yes.
I say
Of
we.
course you do, Roderick.
I usually do. So yes. I say I say we spread a rumor. Say the Red Sashes. I say to the Red Sashes, tell them the Lampblacks have taken something of theirs. They're keeping it in the base and have them attack it, and we sneak in while they're busy fighting each other.
Well, they're the ones who already have the issue. We should give the Lampblacks an issue with them.
I'm loving all of these ideas. If I may mesh them all together a little bit.
Please. Also, where's my
I
coffee?
say we find. Oh, I'm sorry.
Where's my toffee, dog? Come on.
I'm
Where's
sorry.
my coffee, man?
As I'm telling out my version of this plan, I'm bringing coffee out for everyone.
Yeah.
Is it iced? Because I only drink iced coffee.
Of course,
Wow.
I know that. I made an iced
kidding
coffee
me?
just for
I
you.
can't believe you just said that. That's so. wait. Is it iced coffee?
I made them iced coffee. I know that
Get
they
off
like
your high
iced coffee.
horse.
I know they
Alright.
like iced coffee.
I only
would've
drink
made
soy
specifically
low
an iced
fat,
coffee.
non-sugar.
And that's exactly what you got. I know everything. I know your coffee preferences by now. Now, if I may mesh all of these together, I think that if we can find a way if we can procure disguises of some sort, we can stage a small-scale attack on both of them, disguised as the other. We get them to fight each other, and using that, we sneak into the Lampblacks organization. We get the person we need to get. We bring them back, and then we discuss taking it to Skurlock.
So what I'm hearing is that we're going
You
to
get
some
to make
people for their
loud
outfits.
bang.
We're going
Well,
to get some
yes.
people for their outfits, and then we're just going to strode right into the enemy territory, like we own the damn place, and then
Well,
incite
all
a
of
gang
us.
war
We
like
don't-
that.
yes, kind of. We don't have to
I'm
all
in.
strut
Let's
into
do it.
Okay. I was.
Could you let him
I
finish a
was-
sentence for me, doll?
I was going to say it doesn't. We don't need to go full scale attack. We just need to make a bit of noise, which is something that you like to do. Take right. You want to go in, shoot some guns, and then you'll leave. That's all we need.
You
We
want to
need
use
people to
Tig
see
as
you and people to
diversion?
hear you.
I don't like guns.
Okay, you can stab a few people. You can slice a few people up.
I
We
don't
just need
like
people to see
guns, he
you.
says.
He doesn't have to.
Just big ones.
He wants to
He
go
takes out a
shoot.
bazooka.
Oh wow, that's.
All right.
You just need to make some noise. Is all we
I'm
need to
surrounded
do.
by children.
But do
We,
you really trust him to just be a diversion and not get wrapped into it and keep going?
I think
Nice
we
is
might
what I
need
do
one-
great.
Okay. We will
Well,
probably
he is the
need
best
someone
choice to make diversion.
to watch over him, make sure he doesn't get into any trouble.
Spec, you have your head on straight.
You don't even need to enter. You've got that rifle there. You stay block away up a building. You look down. You give him you
Take
give
out his
him supporting
kneecaps if it
cover.
goes over the top.
Okay, well maybe not that. We need his.
I mean,
I'm
why don't you
joking.
do it proxy? You seem to have a good idea what you want to do.
Aye, that you do.
Okay, please don't shove shit in my mouth, little lady. Sorry, they, them.
Well,
No, I don't have an idea what I want to do. Thank you very much. I'm trying to figure out a way that doesn't involve us just walking in and shooting. I was suggesting Spec watch over him, as to have somebody there and not have him alone making a distraction.
yes.
I'd be willing to keep watch. And even then, I could send Rustin with you. You guys will know he actually has a bit of a mind link. He has a very strong connection to Rustin. So, and I will also say, I would like to have a flashback. I would like the flashback to while these idiots were arguing. Roderick was out being productive and trying to track down their base, going out to the Crow's Districts, quietly trying to hunt around, see if he could spot a lamp back and follow them back to their base.
We'll
No,
rephrase
I think
that.
you're better than me.
Because the flashback needs to be like a flashback, not something you do ahead of time. So we could say Roderick actually had some dealings with one of the gangs in that district. Which gang would you like to have dealings with? What is Roderick, by the way? A hound, right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, so we could say he was affiliated with one of them, or he knows about them, or he did something like, it's got to be like a past tense thing.
Okay, I get what you. Okay, no problem. I would say he'd like to have some dealings with the Lampblacks.
The Lampblacks?
Yes.
All right. So what kind of dealings did you have with the Lampblacks?
Scrolling up, where's their info?
No, it's okay. So just come up with them.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I would say.
So I'll give you
I
the
would say
three.
perhaps.
Yeah.
I would say they used to spend time going around the city lighting stuff up. They probably knew some really good ways to get around the more cramped areas like the Crow's District. I'd like to say perhaps he was trying to figure out, trying to get some of their roots in. So for jobs, getting in for ways to get away or get through places quickly.
Okay. So, this is a good flashback. Very good flashback, Roderick. So, Roderick, you've actually met with the second in command for the Lampblacks, and you know this person to be called Pickett. Now, Pickett is a shrewd-looking man. Here's actually a picture of Pickett, right? And he is the he's almost like the I don't know how to pronounce this word. Consigliere? Consigliere? Like the lawyer type for the guy for a mafia boss. He's like the right hand man. He handles the finances. He keeps people quiet. He's not really much of a killer, but he is very shrewd and cunning. And he actually hired you, Hound, to do a couple of like inside jobs, mostly like tracking and like let's say some like tracking work in the past against the red sashes. If you would like to do that.
That sounds perfect. That sounds perfect. Jeez.
And what information are you trying to get from this flashback, or what are you trying to get from this?
If I would like to know the location of where their base in the Crow's Feet district would probably be.
Okay. For this one, I am going to ask you to roll a d6.
Okay.
Unless you want to say that you actually tracked Pinkett back to the base.
That
Just
was
for
actually kind of what I was.
Oh, okay,
I
yeah.
rolled a 6, but that's actually what I was trying to get leaning towards, since trying to follow someone back to base.
Hey, what would you like to roll for that? There's a lot of rolls and checks that you can roll for that.
I would say
Actions.
hunting.
Okay, yeah. I would say this is a little risky, and it would be kind of like a standard effect, meaning like he's not somebody who would take kindly upon being followed, if you catch my meaning.
Okay, risky, controlled. Which is it?
It's both. No, it's risky. Sorry.
Okay.
But how many points do you have in hunt? 2?
2.
Nice. That's I think.
I should have just gone with a D6.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We'll say that you do because you rolled the 6 there, you have a general idea on where the Lampblacks would keep their hideout. It is almost it's like in this industrial area in the Crow's Feet, and there's like a few warehouses in this area, and you're quite certain one of those warehouses is the base for the Lampblacks. But since this was a risky and you failed, if Pickett or any of the Lampblacks see you, Roderick, they'll raise a red flag right away.
Ouch.
And
Okay,
you're pretty much kill on sight to the Lampblacks now.
Okay, good to know. Well, that's good. Well, good thing I'm keeping back. I'll be keeping watch then.
All right. So that's the information you guys have. You can relay
Also,
that.
I'm glad you like my red strings.
Very nice.
It's all right. I had some dealings with Lampblacks previously. I have at least rough idea where their hideout would be.
Perfect. You
There
gonna
was
put it on the map?
Yep. There were some warehouses in the industrial district.
Mm.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So, do any of us happen to know? Would we know if there's like any specific uniform for either of these gangs, or is that something? Well, no. I guess we could.
Yeah. So you guys would actually know that they both have uniforms. The Lampblacks, well, not really the Lampblacks. The Lampblacks like generally wear like bowler hats, right? And like shine in like kind of darker. They're like a little bit more dark closed. The red sashes, they wear more vibrant colors, almost like silks. But they all have the telltale like red silk scarf tied around their waist. And they look different too. The Lampblacks are like an English-looking folk. The red sashes have a darker skin tone, more brownish in color.
Oh, fuck. No one fit in there.
No.
Oh yeah, that was your plan. I'm so sorry.
No. I mean, I'm glad we know this now. Rather than us walking in and that just not working.
Freezing the white guy into this.
With red hair.
I am not wearing a bowler hat. Ugh.
I'm straight up
I
green.
suppose I can do it, but I guess we don't necessarily need it to happen on both ends, do we? We don't need to attack both of them. We just need to attack one of them. But the question is, who would be the most effective person for us to attack?
We'd have to attack the Lampblacks because that's basically where they're keeping the guy we need. Is one of their bases.
If we go in, have
But
someone
then we're
attack
dealing
them
with
and
both of
leave.
them.
Wait.
Well, not if we just attack one of them. Then we're only dealing with one of them.
But then we have what both of them want.
They don't have to know we have it.
Yeah.
Okay, but how are we gonna make it look like anyone else has it?
Well, if we disguise, someone as one of the red sashes to attack, do a decent amount of damage, enough to draw their attention, chances are they will immediately retaliate and start moving to get back if it seems like that person attacks, and then books it. Probably won't get everyone, but we might get a decent amount of people to move away from. If we attack them, if we figure out where they are, if we attack them on the opposite side of the base, we can move people in that direction, and then we break in the weakened or less fortified area. And then, as long as we're not seen at that point, if they go missing, then they'll blame the other people and not us.
Smart.
I guess she
There's
does
one.
get to get rid of people, huh?
All right.
Yeah.
So at this point, I think you guys have done enough planning. We're going to get into the engagement, the planning/engagement rules now. So, based on everything that you guys just talked about, out of the 6 kind of plans that you can make, which is assault, deception, stealth, occult, social, and transport. I'll say them all again: assault, deception, stealth, occult, as in magical stuff, social, and transport. Which one is probably the one that you are most thinking of? That describes your plan the best.
It'd probably be either assault or stealth.
Yeah.
Say since the actual, yeah.
No.
I would say since the actual taking of it is stealth, because the actual assault part is just a deception for us to be able to sneak in. So I think it leans more towards stealth than assault.
Now, you guys don't have to, if there's multiple parts of the plan, if somebody else is doing something else and somebody else is doing this part in the roles, you guys can split the roles. So you can say, Tig is doing assault, I'm doing, and the rest are doing stealth or something like that. But then that'll
So we
leave
just have to
Tig
figure
more
out.
vulnerable because he'll be the only one rolling for that engagement.
I'll be backing Tig up, so I'll be rolling assault as well. You guys, the rest of you can do stealth.
Yeah. Which one of the gangs were the more English one, and which one had darker skin?
The Lampblacks were they were the more British white guys. The Red Sashes, they're South Asian, the Indian culture.
Okay.
Maybe Czech, not Czech, Arabic.
Okay. So if that's the case, then the person who's attacking, it probably has to be me, or it has to either be me or proxy. So.
Okay, wait. Or
Yes. Or.
we could get some coal and we just
No.
coal dust.
No.
That's so
No.
fucked. Dude, blackface
Tig.
is fucked up in role playing too.
Tig, I love you.
I know your intentions are good, but
No.
no.
But
But none of you can stand a punch. A lot of you
you don't
just
have to
squish your
stand up.
fingers.
You see, that's why we have guns. So we don't have to take a punch.
Exactly. That's why I'm going to be up on a
Magic.
rooftop as far as ways possible.
You know what?
Exactly.
Guns are overrated.
Are guns overrated?
100% they are.
I have
Sir,
magic.
you sit down.
Well, so if this is the case, then the people going in, if I may suggest our loadout here, have me and Roderick outside. Roderick backing me up since I'm not that great of a shot. He's much more proficient in that. And then Jupiter, Aspera, Shay. The three of you go in. Shay, you covering their backs. Jupiter, if anything magic shows up, you can do something with that. And Aspera, making sure Shay stays out of trouble. And if anything needs to be tinkered, look at that. You're right there.
I also
Also, Shay will be the
Make
person
small-
carrying them out. Since, big.
yes, true. I'm actually not 100% sure what I can make with my alchemist ability.
Explosions, bombs.
Yeah, I was hoping to make little explosions.
That would be amazing.
So, before we move on to the actual engagement of everything that you guys just said, the culmination of all this, we have the next part of this, which is your loadout. This is where you get to pick the items that you are bringing along. Keep in mind, the people who are doing stealth, I will suggest you guys stick with a light loadout, while the people who are doing the assault, you might want to go heavy so you don't die and you have more stuff to save your life. Now, if you look at your character sheets, you'll see that every item is virtually like one loadout. So 1 point. I think light is 3, or what is light? Light is 3, normal 5 is normal, 6 is heavy. So start marking down the items that you guys all have. Dammy, do you see your items that you would like? What kind of items would you like to bring?
I'm trying to find the items.
It's on your character sheet.
Ooh, smoke bombs.
So if you click on Jupiter Thorn and then click on character sheet, you'll see a list of all your items.
Okay, why are some of them in bold?
That's your recommended stuff.
Yeah, you're recommended.
Hmm. What do they do?
That's a good fucking question, Dammy. Here's the beauty of it. It does what you want it to do. Unless it says like a lightning hook. Obviously, that's a lightning hook doesn't shoot fire. It shoots lightning.
Does?
Yeah, actually,
It's called a
it's
hook.
Yeah, I think you like hook people and then it tases them.
Oh,
I think it's
okay.
used for capturing ghosts and shit.
Oh, never mind. You're right. It's used to capture ghosts. I'm sorry. It can be used whatever you want. It doesn't. You don't have to follow what the book says. If you want it to be like a extended arm taser, you could use it that way. Doesn't matter. Or you could use it to capture ghosts. I would assume you could do both with it. Why not? The fucking lightning hook.
What about
I
the
mean-
spirit mask?
Mhm.
I have no idea what a spirit mask does, to be honest.
Yeah.
Roderick is just in a corner. He's got a rifle strapped to his back, spyglass attached to it. He's loading down with pistols, sterling axes. He's armed to the teeth, as well as a heavy crossbow that he's got as a weapon, just in case he
So
needs a
how
backup
do we
range.
how do we make sure we keep our load light if we need it?
Well,
You
so
choose.
3
3
items.
items. Okay.
Yep. Any items in italics don't count to your load. So those you're just free to take with you.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, that's a good catch. I didn't even know that. Let me tell you what a spirit mask does real quick. Dammy. Spirit mask. It is it's an arcane item that allows you to see supernatural energies in great detail. It also affords you some protection against ghostly stuff. Cool.
Question. So I have blueprints. Can this be blueprints of whatever I say it is?
Yeah, sure, man.
Okay, cool. Hey, we got blueprints for.
Should we bring demolition tools? I got.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
It just
just
makes me
need it.
laugh.
I
Maybe
thought you guys
nothing
picked
too
stealth.
explosive.
That's a very stealthy way to break into
I
some
know,
place.
right?
Maybe not too
Boom!
explosive.
Surprise,
No,
motherfuckers!
demolition tools are not my alchemist tools. And out of my alchemist tools, I think the best thing to have are smoke bombs right now.
Yeah, so
I
the
mean, you
stuff,
could.
the stuff in the gray box are like the things that are unique to your characters. The stuff that aren't in the gray box are just standard.
What the fuck? Spark drug? Question mark.
Thankfully, the italics ones not being counting for load is so good. It's
Yeah.
so much better.
So Dammy, you have the following items already in your pack: Electroplasm Vial, Ghost Key, and Demon Bane Charm.
What's the vial ones?
So electroplasm vials it's like fuel for a lot of stuff. It could be, I think, volatile at the same time. Hold on.
I wish there was a list to explain some of my fucking alchemist tools.
There is. It's in the handout, the PDF. Let's see.
Yep.
There's also one thing. We haven't actually gotten to the action yet, so I'll wait until that. But we'll see.
I guess I can't have more because I already have some.
No. You have to
There we
pick
go.
3. All the stuff that's already checked out is free. Doesn't count.
Oh, okay.
So let me know when you guys are all ready with your loadouts.
I'm
Aye,
as
I'm
ready as I
ready.
can.
You know, Shay's fucking ready to go.
What does Shay have on him?
Shay has a fine hand weapon, a fine heavy weapon. Just the entirety of it's the entirety of his, gray items. And he's got a couple of knives on him. And then just in case it gets to the point, he's got a pistol.
Oh, come on.
Just in case it gets to the point.
Come on, Tig. That's selling out. I thought
What?
you were a professional.
Shay hates guns with a deep passion, but he understands that they're useful.
The old saying, don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
Aye.
I brought a knife just in case.
So if you bring multiple knives to a gunfight, it cancels out the guns, don't you
Wow.
know?
I have
So-
a lot of shit.
Who's still not finished with their loadout?
Mm,
Take your time. What does Orlin have in his pack? Oh, I guess he's not here.
God, this music is really disconcerting.
I
Yeah.
did not realize it was needed.
Like, we're talking about storming an enemy base, and we've just got this nice saxophone playing in our ears.
It is the ambiance in which our coffee shop holds. It's not our fault.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted.
It's cool. No, what does Orlin have in his pack?
So I've brought my cover identity. I've procured myself a disguise to look like a member of the Red Sashes. I have a fine bottle of whiskey with me, as this will be part of my way of getting their attention. I have the blueprints of the place, which I'll give to someone else who's actually breaking into the place. I've got a
Yes.
vial of slumber essence, just in case. I have my
Ooh.
concealed palm pistol, just in case. I have a pistol, just in case. And then 2 armor, because I don't want to die.
Good. When you said
Nice.
palm pistol and another pistol, I had this I imagined this like concealed pistol that came out, and then like another pistol comes out of that pistol. It's like a chink chink, and then it's like a double pistol thing that you guys got going there.
Oh, that's great. I was imagining the concealed palm pistol, like the arm sheath, like it
Yeah.
shoots out from. Oh yeah, perfect. Oh.
You know, if we
Like
cut
it's
off
like a
your
ma-
arm, I could give you a robotic arm with a gun in it.
Oh,
If I lose my arm, we'll get to that point, right?
that's
We'll
a,
talk
I mean,
about
I'm
it.
just saying, how quick can you have that arm made? Because I'm just saying, I can cut off an arm in under a minute.
for what?
I've seen him do it.
What's the purpose?
For a cool robot arm.
Right.
You can have a flashback and say, "Hey, remember that
They
time
are
where?"
not
No.
puppies. They need eccentric care and time to make sure they continue to work.
Of
They're
course.
not puppies.
I mean, Tig, you can always say, "Remember that time my arm got blown off, and then it's now
Fuck.
replaced by a
Wait,
giant
Oh.
blade."
Okay.
Shay has both of his arms. His, trust me. Oh, he's still
Alright,
got both of
well-
his arms.
I'm carrying my fine tinkering tools, my wrenching tools.
Awesome.
I have both my bandoliers full of different useful bombs, poisons, etc. And I've also brought my blowgun, darts, and syringes.
Oh, nice. What's inside these syringes? Poison, sleeping poison, potions. Like,
Poison.
straight up poison, like death poison, like lethal poison, or what kind of poison? Or sleeping
Specific-
For the record, Coco was the one who said poison, so
Right.
Sorry, I got really overwhelmed. Everyone started talking at me real fast.
What type of poison?
I have poisons in my bandolier that I'm going to use. I have ones that, if I can find my list again, I have temporary paralysis. I do have ones that cause incapacitating migraines, blindness.
What? Is this actual in the
This is great.
in the handbook?
Yes,
What?
yes,
This is
Disability
great. See, look,
migraines?
this is
yeah. This,
this is amazing.
Imagine what you could do with that.
This is amazing.
why do you think I brought syringes?
Oh,
Oh,
I think we didn't realize it before, but I think this plan went from a good plan to an amazing plan.
yep.
I've got a migraine. I'm going home.
I
I'm going
can't
home. Fuck this.
Well-
alright.
Skullfire, they say it is a toxic fumes from overly heated, what is this word? I have to zoom in, my eyes are getting
Skullfire is such a cool name.
overly heated levianth blood causing incapacitating migraines.
Nice.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. Alright, Dammy. What does Jupiter Thorn have on them?
They have a Divine Spirit Mask,
Nice.
a blade or two, and an unusual weapon.
What's this unusual weapon that you just mentioned?
Do you know Nightwing? Batman?
The Batman?
Yeah,
Are you
like
talking
the
about the electric
Nightwing.
staff?
Can they have that?
Yeah.
One Billy Clubs?
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. So you're talking about like a bow staff that like electrocutes people at both ends.
Yeah, and that can be broken into to like.
Two nunchuck
V2?
things.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, I also have a drowned powder, which gives the sensation of drowning.
Oh, that is fucking horrifying.
This is
Yep.
oh,
What is that? Like that's like a torture implement.
this is well, you know, I said maybe we should just bring them back here and maybe question them, see why Skurlock wants them, and sounds like we've got the tools to do it.
Oh, we've got the tools, let me tell ye.
Okay, well, we don't want to physically hurt them in case we do give them to Skurlock, right?
And do you really want to? Do you really want to risk what the Lord Governor will do to us if we did torture him? and
We could induce a coma-like stupor and visions. We
That-
could.
That would be good to get him out of there.
All
I
right.
even
also
that.
so
You
I've
could
got-
white rabbit someone with that.
I have this vial of slumber essence. I don't know if I'll need it, but I could give that to you. But it
Nice.
sounds like you have enough potions to work with, unless you do want
Mhm.
this.
Give it to me, the professional.
Okay.
I will ask you.
Roderick.
I turn
Give it
to
to
someone
Roderick.
else.
He can sprinkle some
Roderick?
sleeping powder on his bullets, and
That's a good
Fall
point,
asleep.
actually.
I
I
give
I'm
it to
sorry,
He
you're
shoots
into
him in the head.
sleeping powder bullets. That
Yeah,
sounds like
sleeping
an
powder
oxymoron.
Sleeping powder bullets. Bullets don't kill people. They put them to sleep. Don't you?
forever.
If I could bring my crossbow, I would still put those on the bolts. Just keep hitting a while longer.
That's a good idea.
All right. I'll give the sleeping powder to him then.
This is too good idea to pass up. I'm gonna have to leave some more stuff behind and bring my crossbow with me for the use of sleeping stuff.
So,
And what that was called, a sleeping what?
It's called slumber essence.
we move to you guys all being outside once again. The sounds of your coffee shop long faded as you guys have walked for maybe 30 minutes in the rain again. But now the rain has kind of slowed to a slight drizzle. Just enough to make your skin and the hairs on your arms kind of a little moist and have a little bit of dew on them. The group splits off as you guys get to the actual Crow's Feet district. In the distance, you can see the Roost Tower, which is the base for the Crows, the gang that runs this district, that dominates the center of this district. Everyone knows the Crows, but as you guys kind of split off, you guys know that the Lampblacks are at the west of the Crow's Feet district. The Red Sashes are on the right of the Crow's district. And for this, I do have something kind of prepared for you real quick. So second. So, as you guys make your way to the Crow's Feet district, you see dock workers filing to and from work. You see, traders in their corners, a squad of bluecoats that you guys know to be policemen here, kind of shaking down a shopkeeper for a bribe nearby. You hear the cries of gangs calling challenges to each other across rooftops. A fine coach carrying what seems to be like a noble rattles along on the broad stone boulevards here. The streets are multi-layered. They're cramped. It's dark. It's a little rainy, and it's foggy here. The buildings look in a pattern of disrepair and repair. You can see a lot of the buildings seem to be torn down and then built back up the same day. Here in the Crow's Feet district, the people are just as deadly as they are willing to entertain. I suggest you all be careful. Now,
I have no idea what you're insinuating.
No.
we have two groups.
We'll give you a Viking funeral.
Oh no,
I-
give me an open casket funeral. The world needs to see this face at least one more time.
All right.
Not sure it does, but okay.
Alright. So, as you guys are traveling to this, you guys all kind of split up. What are the two groups that are splitting off?
Think it's me and it's me
Roger.
and Spec, or yeah,
Yep.
Roderick. It's me, Roderick, and then Jupiter, Aspera, and Shay.
So,
Mm.
Chess and Spec, both of you split from the group, and you are in front. What are you trying to do again with the red sashes?
I'm going to pretend to be like a member of the Red Sashes, like coming into like broker peace. That's why I brought the bottle of whiskey. And that is my initial. I'm going to go try to broker peace, and then I'm going to shoot someone and cause some, a panic.
Oh, so you're actually going to the Lampblack warehouse, where the Lampblacks are.
That's what I thought we were doing. Yeah.
Oh,
Because I'm going
okay.
to go distract them, bring them towards wherever we are, which is hopefully on the opposite side of wherever the other person is.
And the Hound.
Where the fuck am I going with the girls when I should be going with you?
It's
Girl,
Because
there's
you
only
don't
one
look like a
girl
member
here.
of the
yeah,
Red
there's
Sash.
only one girl. Pardon
The
you.
fuck- You know what I meant. Why am I going with them when I would be more useful going with you?
Tig. I put my hand on both of Tig's shoulders. Tig, I would love for you to come with me, and I know you really, really want to kill some people, but you don't look like a member of the Red Sashes. If they see you with me, they aren't going to buy the deception.
Unless he plays the part
Hired contract.
of the opposite and gets friendly with their side. But we could kind of use the arms over here.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I think they could probably use you as far as you're the bigger one. You can probably carry the body while everybody's moving a lot faster.
Yeah, I'm not
It's
much
not
of
a
a
body
body
yet.
carrier.
It is not a body yet.
Okay,
It's-
but he could be
it's-
unconscious.
Semantics.
Still a
Come on.
person.
Semantics.
It's still a person. I'm sorry. Tig,
Tomato,
I know
tomato.
you're
We
very-
need you to
you're
carry
very
the
specific.
person.
We need you to carry them, and we need you to protect them because, again, of the three of you, you are the strongest. Is that right? You're a big, strong boy? I'm sorry, big, strong man.
Does
watch
Tig
yourself.
recognize patronism?
Shay does recognize it, but at this point in time, he doesn't really care.
I do want to be clear. Chess is 100% genuine right now. He's not trying
Come
to make
on, we
fun
need
of
your
him.
big, strong.
But he will talk. He's kind of talking down, but like in a way that he's like, "Oh, this is charming," and
Yes, you're talking down to a person that's taller than you.
of course, my big strong man.
He has like his hands on your face. He's like, come on.
Come on.
So,
What is this tension between the two of them?
I know, right? I
telling
feel
you
like
it's
something's
daddy
gonna
issues.
happen. Something's gonna happen at the end here. So we have, Tig, Tig, Proxy, and Jupiter Thorn. You guys watch as you see Chess, full garb, full red sash disguise, with a bottle of whiskey in his hand, walk up to the Lampblacks warehouse.
Can I get myself set up?
Yeah.
I've got my climbing gear. I'm sighting myself in a little crooked little, either like a rooftop or somewhere I could just keep hitting at, popping it out of cover, watch it, so I can keep sighted Tig with my rifle. I have my climbing gear with me. I will use that to get up to anywhere.
Sure.
I've also got my crossbow with me. I've got the bolts. Got the bolts covered with that slumber dust, so I can help keep hitting as well. At least keep hitting as long as possible before I switch to my rifle.
Okay. All right. So, as you guys are both set up in that way, here's what's gonna happen. Now, again, forgive me, but I am also new at running this, so I just want to try to get this down right. What we're going to do is roll an engagement roll. Now, the engagement roll depends on the details that you've gathered, the information that you have, and very simply put, random fucking luck. Now, I can get you guys can have major advantages and disadvantages when it comes to these engagement roles. Really, what the engagement roles do is that it sets up the scene in which you guys are going to like start participating in the scene. Like it sets it up to see how risky things are, or if everything's under control when it begins, or if things are just now totally out of control. So you start out with a D6 for just sheer luck. Now, I'm gonna say a major advantage for you guys are all that is the planning that you've done. So I'm gonna add another D6 to it. Now, if any of you guys have any friends that might have been in the Lampblacks, anybody has like a flashback that could potentially help Orlin or AKA Chess with his deception or his assault, that can help too. Go ahead and add it. Like, go ahead and tell me like if you can think of anything. If not, Chess, I'm going to add another D6 for your disguise, but I'm going to take away D6 because the Lampblacks are much tougher tougher crew than you guys. You have like 5 people in your crew, they have like tons. So it's dangerous what you're doing here. So that leaves you with 2d6.
So one of my friends that is like my ally is Salia, an information broker. And I would have liked to contact them, get some more information about the red sashes and the so that I can kind of know generally like how they act, and then also information about the lamplight, so I can get a sense of, maybe some bigger names, so if I need a name drop something at any point.
All right, I'll say
I would
risky
also like to-
standard. Okay, risky standard positioning. You can roll whatever you want. Probably a consort check though for the connection.
Okay.
And you, Shay?
2 in that.
I would like to imagine that Shay has, drank with a couple of people of the red sashes on one or two occasions.
Oh, red
So he
sashes.
might have gleaned some information off them
So
in a drunken stupor.
you mentioned the red sash. Is that exactly what the people that you guys are imitating at the moment, right? Or
Well, what he's imitating, yeah.
yeah, okay. All right. So
Position is risky, right?
standard
then
effect.
effect is standard. Okay. And then my bonus dice. So I have two in consort. Shay is helping me with 1, and then what were the other bonus dice you said I had?
No, the consort that's all you
Okay.
roll.
Okay, so I'm rolling 3d6, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Shay, you have actually drank with Malera herself.
Oh, I love her.
Malera is the
Look.
leader of the Red Sashes, a master of the falling star sword style. Falling star sword style. She's not a noble, but she has considerable amount of influence, and she trains her crew members at this place called the Red Sash Academy, where it's all known for hand-to-hand and blade combat. You might have actually even picked up a few things there, and maybe even taught a few members there. That's probably where your association with them is.
Sure, let's go with that.
Shay, would you like to
Hi.
also roll a consort check to see how valid whatever information you have
sure.
is?
I would
So-
like to after as well.
What's the position?
I'd say
Risky.
it's pretty risky. It's risky with a limited effect.
Alright.
So Orlin Dalmor,
limited.
you have yes. Okay. We'll go So, Orlin, I'm gonna take a dice away from your roll. Not that it matters. So Tig, we'll go backwards. Tig, your eventual romp with Malera ends in a very distasteful argument, where she actually takes a slight, like a little chunk of your ear off in a fight.
The fucker! That was my favorite ear.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and so you are on bad terms with Malera right now. But Orlin, you have seen enough red sashes to know that their mannerism. So Orlin,
Okay.
you walk up to the warehouse. I mean, do you say anything
Bottle
as
and
you
whiskey
walk
in
up?
hand. Yeah. I assume that there are people.
Yeah,
Are there
there's
like
some-
guards like
there's
outside the
some
door?
quote unquote just loiterers in rags just kind of hanging about this warehouse, but it seems like they're moving in like this rhythmic pattern, almost like a patrol.
Okay. I very obviously I want to have a bottle of wine in one. Not wine. I'm sorry. It's a bottle of whiskey. Bottle of whiskey in one hand, and the hand that doesn't have the gun. Not showing gun, obviously, just in the under the sleeve. And I want to call for their attention. Greetings, friends.
Friendly.
I want to. Sorry, not to be too forward. I am Dagmosh, member of a member of the Red Sashes, and I am here to broker peace. And I just hold out the whiskey.
All right, we have to roll your engagement roll now. Roll 3d6.
3d6. Wonderful.
Ooh, that is a roaring success. So we start
Now
you
that's
off
what we love to see.
on a controlled and standard position.
Mhm.
Now, when you call for a parlay, pretty much, you
Mhm.
see a couple of the ragtag, homeless, quote unquote, homeless people walking around this warehouse stop, and they look at you, and one of them just kind of starts to whisper to the other. One of the homeless, as one of the homeless people like kind of run off into the warehouse, the other one kind of comes up to you and says, "Who are you?"
Dagmosh, as I just said, Dagmosh Tilfern.
And what's a fucking
I'm sure
red
you've heard
sash
of me.
doing here?
As I said, I'm here to broker peace, and I hold up the whiskey.
How about I broker a dagger in your gut? And you see, like, you begin to hear like metal begin to come out of a sheath, like shh, and you can see like the glint of steel in the moonlight. As that happens, though, you hear, "Hold it!" And you see a tall man, probably like almost as tall as Tig. He's wide, muscular, but his fashion sense is very different from Shay. He's wearing a suit. He's wearing a hat. He has like this nice little walking stick. You can see on this walking stick, the handle is like this blunt, like piece of brick, like concrete, with blood kind of stained onto the concrete brick. And he roars. He's like, "Hold it! What's it?" And you know this man to be Henner. He's the chief thug of the Lampblacks. And he smiles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he smiles. Like this really predatory smile. What?
I do. Sorry.
No, go.
I do like a slight like a very gracious not quite a bow but like a rever like a kind of like a reverential nod recognizing him as being someone of much higher status than I am.
And he snaps his finger, and the homeless person leaves you. And Henner now stands in front of you, towering over you. He grips that concrete walking stick pretty tightly,
Hmm.
and he's looking at you. Says, "Now what do you want?"
Sorry, this is a question for me to you.
Sure.
What was did Shay tell me the name of the person that he is not in great standing with?
Yeah, that's pretty much a bonus. Malaria.
Presumably.
Okay.
Malaria.
Malaria.
He
Okay,
went into
perfect.
this whole thing about like how she took an ear off of him, but you know, her sword skills, her dueling skills are exceptionary. Probably one of the
Mhm.
best in the city. But let's say Tig knows some of her weaknesses. Maybe in bed, maybe not. Who knows?
Perfect. Okay. I am here to broker peace between yourself, my lord, and my mistress, Malira. And I offer up the whiskey.
Oh, your mistress, eh?
He smiles at you. He lifts a big paw and almost seemingly to grab the whiskey bottle. And then chest, a large smack as he just slaps you in the face.
I take it. I take it.
Do you want to? Yeah. So at this point, for the rest of you guys, when you're doing your own scenes, you can, if you didn't like what just happened, you can say I resist it, and then that goes into a whole other thing. Okay, but you take it.
Yeah, I take it. And I look back to him. My apologies if I have offended.
That bitch. She knows how. Is it me or is the music all fucked up again?
No.
It sounds fine to me.
Seems fine.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. So I'll just leave it then. The bitch Malara. She's probably finally realized that, well, she's not going to win this war. So, you're here to broker peace. What if we don't want
Yes.
peace?
That reminds me of
I
the Guild of
believe
Butcher.
I believe that, well, as just a peon myself, my opinions mean nothing, I imagine, but I personally believe all people desire peace in some aspects.
How are you looking at him? Are you looking at him in the eyes?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes!
He's going to slap you again in the face. This time
God
harder
damn
than the
it.
last.
Fuck him
I
up,
take
Kenneth.
I didn't
I
know
take it.
bitches can bark. Take that bottle and shove it up your arse.
I thought I would regret this, but I suppose I won't. And I pull, I pull out the concealed pistol and I shoot him in the face.
Yes!
Nice.
Yes!
All
Oh my
right.
god, I've been waiting for you to do this.
Oh my god.
What
That
happens
is
now?
wonderful.
What happens now? Okay. So, you see this mechanical pistol just kind of unfurl, and a pang rings out. You're going to have to roll something. What would you like to roll? Now, this I will say that this is a generally when you're going up against somebody who's like quote unquote an NPC, it'll start at like a desperate thing. But since I'll say that this is like a
That was a good
surprise, we'll say risky. But the effect here will be I say risky standard. Let's give you a fair shot that you
Okay.
do something.
I
But
appreciate it.
what roll do you want to roll?
Oh, there's.
He's not Superman.
Yeah, no, he's not too. I have no combat ability. I would say, well, I guess okay. Can I argue finesse since I'm like sleight of handing, like pulling it out before he can react
If
to
you
get the drop on him?
all right, yeah, fine.
Okay.
It's more about
it's
the
literally
the deception in this point. Like your
yeah.
humble act was, yeah, your humbleness was just an act. He wasn't
Yeah.
expecting you to shoot him in the face. Okay, sure.
God, wow.
No one ever expects you to shoot them in the face.
All right. So risky standard. I have a single die in.
Oh, now, before you roll this, you
Okay.
can stress yourself. You
Can
can
I?
add 2 stress to your thing, which kind of acts as like HP, and add a bonus dice. Or you can take a devil's bargain, which gives you
Oh,
another
what's
bonus.
a devil's?
So
What is a devil's bargain?
a devil's bargain here, you actually will decide that after if you succeed or fail. If you fail, then I'll offer you a bargain.
Oh no. Okay.
Boy.
I think it's. You know what? It's a one shot. Fuck
Take the
it.
stress. Take the stress.
I'll do it. I'll take the stress.
All right. Add
Oh.
mark up
Good
2
knowing you.
stress. Add a bonus die
Cool.
to your 1.
All right. I got 5.
Ooh. All right. The shot goes off. Bang! And you can see at the last minute, Henner is able to turn his head in surprise. The bullet goes through his eye socket and out the temple area, like kind of out the right side. He kind of like dodges
Yeah.
where it clips him on the eye. You can see his eyeball just pop as the bullet makes an impact. Part of his right, like the right side of his face is blown apart, but he doesn't look like he's dead. And he's like, "Ah! Ah! Ah! Get him!"
Can I pull out my other pistol and put 2 more rounds in him?
Now,
I mean, you might.
now we have the Hound, so you can jump
Oh,
in
yeah.
at
Oh,
any
yeah.
time, Roderick, if you
Oh,
would like.
Yeah.
Please, I would be this. Yeah, I see just how this is going. I immediately go the crossbow. I pull out my rifle and I will use my special ability.
What's your special ability? Fuck! What? Death kill.
Sharpshooter. I'm gonna lay out suppressing fire.
Yes.
Ooh, oh, okay.
And I will also say this: I have Reston out just at a high up area, just basically keeping watch. Like basically, if if it gets like too much that we're overwhelming, he's basically gonna tell me I need to fucking run. Just keeping an eye out for feeble incoming.
Good barb.
You can see now, Roderick, as the gunshot goes off. You see bats kind of squeak out of the warehouse. And that's when you notice, Roderick, that there are people all around the warehouse. There's at least a handful of people on the roof of the warehouse, and you can tell that they all have the same type of positioning that you have as like a lookout with like rifles. Now, what do? And you can see people starting to come out of the warehouse, like in various different entrances and exits. Like all of these like nooks and crannies, you can see people coming out. You can count at least 20 to 25 people that are
Can
starting
the
to come
other
out.
group possibly lower that number by sneaking in during the earlier exchanges? I'm just wondering if
I
we're
mean,
just waiting till this is done.
No, you can, but how would you lower the number? By like stealth killing people as you go?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just shanking them.
Oh yeah. So,
Shanking, putting them to sleep. I
so
got
that's-
poison on me.
yeah, let's do that. Yeah. So the other team. Well, Roderick, let's finish you real quick.
Yeah.
Roderick, what do?
I am
Okay.
just unleashing hellfire onto these people on the rooftop with the higher caliber weapons.
Nice. And so, what would you like to roll something for that? What would you like to
Please, I will use hunt. I'm
it.
treating these guys like I'm treating these guys like dogs being put down. These guys are just getting dropped dead.
babe. My heart.
As a veterinarian assistant, that's kind of fucked up a little bit.
No.
Hey, I gotta get used to. I'm gonna have to learn how to put things down, like quite literally.
Might as well start tonight.
Yeah. Okay. But
so, I'm gonna say this is controlled because you're at you're a sharpshooter. This is what you do, but the effect
Yep,
is going to be
military.
limited. Just because there's only one of you and there's a lot of them, and they have sharpshooters as well. So controlled, limited effect.
You know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna stress this roll.
Ooh, and what are you trying to raise it up to standard then?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So you stress yourself, and I mean you fire like you've never fired before, just round after round, bam, 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 just raining down hellfire. Make whatever roll you like to. Controlled, standard.
Oh, come on.
Oh no!
Oh no!
You know what? You had a good idea before. Devil's deal. If
You
you
would like to take a bargain?
yes.
Oh,
Here is your bargain, Roderick. We will move this effect up. You can succeed this, but your weapon breaks. Your fateful rifle, the one that you've kept for so long. Are you willing to make this trade? It will be glorious, though.
I'm taking it.
Alright. Not many people have learned the ways of the two bullets, Roderick, but you have. A technique where you can load multiple rounds in your rifle that not many people can ever handle. Not many weapons or rifles can handle this. But what did you call your rifle again? If you even have a name, I don't remember. Did it have one?
Gatekeeper.
seal.
Gatekeeper.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one. But Gatekeeper has done this before, and you know Gatekeeper can do this. And so you begin to load multiple rounds, 2, 3 at a time, and when it shoots, it explodes out of the barrel. The bullets explode like shrapnel, and it rains down on these people. Roll a d6. I say
Okay.
roll 2d6. Fuck it. Alright. And you watch as, one by one, at least 12 people begin to fall. Just 3 at a time here. 3 here, 2 here, 2 here. You take out some of the sharpshooters up at the roof as well. Orlin, Roderick might have just, saved your life here. But, on the other hand, we go to the other group, who is sneakily trying to infiltrate the warehouse while Orlin walked up to... while Orlin was calling out to the Lampblacks. The 3 of you, how did you sneak in?
Alright, guys.
Now, at this time, there were patrols of homeless people, what looked like homeless people around the warehouse.
But they were temporarily, at least for a small bit of time, they all had turned their attention towards our companion, who shouted out at all of them.
That's simultaneous. We'll say before he actually did the shouting, you guys got into position, and then right when he did, that's when your plan starts. So while you're getting in position, I'm going to need you guys to make an engagement roll. Who would like to make that roll? Dammy, why don't you roll?
I don't
So-
know how.
Here, I'll show you the command on Discord. So you do /R. Hold on. So /R and then 1d6 would be selfless mandatory 1d6. So if I say roll me 2d6, this is what you'll roll, etc., etc.
Okay, so what do I roll?
So, you guys start out with a d6. I'm going to say there's a lot of them. There's not a lot of you. They're constantly in gang wars. So technically you guys are at -2 d6s, unless you can give me reasons why you would have an advantage here. I'll knock one off because of planning. So
Planning.
you're at like 1d6 right now.
They did give them the blueprints for the place, right?
Yeah, the
Oh,
blueprints.
Okay, so I'll give you a d6 for that. Sure.
So that's 2d6.
Yeah, that's 2d6. Do you have so do you guys know anybody? Like, what kind of skills would your characters have that would allow them to sneak into here successfully?
I never said mine was sneaking
Mine-
in though.
Oh, is
My
yours-
job
what
is to
Jupiter-
tinker and get places.
I've got a lead pipe.
I mean, I have burglary gear.
Oh,
not
I
what
can
you
use
have,
the
it's how you
electricity
use
from
it.
my electricity staff to like tase people while I try to like, because I can have 2 tasers.
I think I have there's like there's a common thing that you guys are saying is that you guys have weapons that don't make a lot of noise, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh, well, if
we'll
we're going for weapons that don't make a lot of noise, then I'll just take out a shiv.
Good
The
boy.
new basic guys at the time.
I will give you 3d6.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Might as well go eat. I'll go a little easy on you guys, but it's fine. It's a one shot.
how do I do
Yeah.
that?
Look at the one-shot chat in Discord messages.
Yeah.
Copy that and put a 3 in place of the 2.
Wait, place it at 2, what?
Put the 3 in place of the 2 in the /R 2d6 that Kyle messaged you.
Okay, I'll
Slap.
try that.
Yeah. /R. Ooh,
Yeah.
5. Okay, that's the highest. You guys do have some complication here. The complication is that so what is Jupiter Thorn doing? So since you said they're not sneaking in, what are they doing?
Wait, why are you
What?
not sneaking?
Why-
Everyone's sneaking in, so Jupiter
Yeah.
got peer pressured into sneaking in too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so you got peer pressure in. Okay. So you are sneaking. Yeah. Okay. So as you guys are like kind of walking around the back, you hear, "Oi, what are you doing here?" And you see one of the homeless people kind of perk up. A hooded lantern opens up and bright light shines on your faces. What do you all do, the 3 of you?
Can I crack him outside the head with that lead pipe? Just instinctively, just.
But what about his lantern? If it falls, won't it like crash?
I can
and
attempt to
noise?
grab it.
We'll get there when we get there.
Well,
If you're gonna
well,
smack him in the
all-
head, I'll go for the lantern.
All 3 of you guys can do something to help with this at once. Like you guys can all react at the same time if you like.
Okay, well, I can use my electric sticks to like make sure he can't move, so that he can't avoid the concussion that Shay's gonna give him.
And I'll grab the
It'll be a lot
lantern.
more than a concussion.
Okay. So that's 2 bonus die here, Shay. What would you like to do?
I would like to roll skirmish.
Go ahead.
Skirmish.
As you rush
So-
up to him, what
Risky,
you call it?
controlled.
I would say this is risky with a great effect. So as you rush up, you hear.
Do I have any bonus dice?
You have
Yeah,
2.
does us doing stuff help? Yeah. There you go.
Damn. So
We're a good team.
Yeah.
This long stick with electricity crackling at the end of it shoots out past you, Shay. Over your shoulder, you see Jupiter Thorn from behind you, and they poke the stick at the random homeless guard, and he's just like, you hear like, and he's like, as soon as that happens, he lets go of the lantern. And Proxy makes a dive, and she catches it right before it falls to the ground. And as he's like, that's when you come in, Shay, and you rush up. This is a critical success. Like, you destroy this guy with this lead pipe. How do you do it?
Did he just drop him call?
Oh, did he? Oh shit!
Yeah, I think he did.
Yep.
Damn it! That was the worst time. That was like literally like the worst time for us to drop. Why? That was the first critical success.
Oh, he posted in Roll20. Something fucked up. Give me a second.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Alright, hold on, I'm stretching. Oh.
Alright. So we're once hey Shay.
He timed out for a tad second. Sorry.
What was that?
I timed out for a tad second. Sorry.
No problem. Which was the last thing you heard?
And then you come in, Shay. And then it just silence.
No, that you must have been like fuck.
Well, it's
It was
fine because it's
bullshit.
epic, so nobody minds hearing it again.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So the electricity crackles from Jupiter Thorn. They shock the guy. He drops the lantern. Proxy catches it. Shay, you rush up. He's paralyzed. This homeless guard is paralyzed, and you raise up the lead pipe. This is a critical success, Shay. So how do you do it? You destroy him.
I just do the most gangland thing possible, and I just crack him once across the side of the head, crack him again, just until his head is just a little bit of mush.
Oh, the rest of you hear tunk, and then just like a gurgled scream, like a oh, and then a tunk, 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 tunk.
Shay,
At the
enough.
end of it, let's just say it doesn't really resemble a skull anymore. Ever seen a
fuck.
broken pumpkin?
Yeah.
Fuck
Thank
me, no,
you,
I'm gonna have to
Shay,
clean my
for bringing-
pipe.
Yeah, you're going to have to clean the ground. If they walk through here, they're going to see this.
Yeah, how are we gonna hide his body if there's blood everywhere?
I'm going to turn the lamp down and off.
Alright.
So Shay just picks up the body and throws it in a bush.
Okay, sure. I'm good with that.
Not many bushes
Hey,
here,
what do
but
we do about-
we'll say
What
like
do we
like
do
a
about
dumpster.
his head? His head is just mush on the floor.
Pick it up and throw it in the bush.
Ew.
No, what Shay does is he picks up the pieces of head and puts it in his pocket. And then
Alright.
he throws the corpse over his shoulder and throws it into a bush, and then just fucking digs through his pockets, pulling out any squishy remains and throwing it along with him.
Alright.
I could have set it on fire.
Roll a d6.
This is why Proxy's my favorite.
Somebody needs to roll a d6.
Sure. Whoops, I fucked that up. Okay,
Nat
fine, fuck you.
6.
Alright, not 6. Good stuff. Yeah, it's surprisingly clean. And you also see all of you hear like a oof. And you see this like stray mutt come along and start to lick up the blood on the ground. It'll make quick work of whatever leftover remains you have here.
Cool.
Divine providence is something else.
Mm. Alright, let's keep moving.
Alright.
God.
So, Orlin, we go back to you. Are you here? Is Kendo still here? I guess not.
Kendo, darling dearest, love of my life, are you here?
I'm sorry. I thought I had more time.
Yeah.
So,
It's-
Okay,
Orlin,
yeah, I'm here.
Orlin, as all
Yeah.
this is happening, you let off a couple more shots.
Oh yeah, just right into. He's on the ground. I pull out
He's
my
not
other
on the
pistol.
ground. He's a hardy guy. He's
All
like,
right. Well,
he's blown back. It's like slow mo right now. He's blown
Okay.
back from your first shot. You
How
have some
many?
more bullets.
I feel like a palm pistol would only have one bullet, right? Or
Okay, yeah,
don't-
but you
nah.
you can take out your second pistol if you want.
yeah, I take
But-
out my second pistol and put 2 more rounds in them.
Okay, I'll say this is desperate with a limited effect.
That's fair. This is probably less finesse now. I think I could
Probably.
probably only argue skirmish.
Skirmish or hunt.
I have nothing. I've got nothing in either.
Okay.
So
Roll your dice.
Skirmish it is. And you said this is desperate and limited.
Yeah. You were never
bonus
really the
dice.
marksman here, Orlin.
No, not at all.
That's a 1.
Yeah.
Alright. So you pull out the second pistol and you cock back and you pull on the trigger, but something strange happens. The gun goes off, poof, but the pistol itself kind of implodes as Henner's giant paw reaches out and bends the barrel, and the bullet explodes inside the weapon.
Well, fuck.
Luckily, your hands are okay for now.
All right.
But Henner
Perfect.
looks like he's ready to kill you. He raises his fist, and he doesn't need a weapon, as his giant, just paw of a hand just comes crashing down on your shoulder blade.
Can I resist this?
You can definitely resist this, Orlin.
I'm
would
gonna attempt
Yeah.
like
tell me.
finesse just to dodge out of the way.
So, the resistance rolls don't go by the same action rules.
Oh,
They're
it's
the
insight,
three-
prowess, and resolve.
So
Prowess.
insight is like the mind, prowess is physical, resolve is like fortitude, like mental.
Yeah. I'm gonna go prowess then.
Yeah. So roll your prowess, man.
I have no bonus dice, I imagine.
No, if anything, he's super fucking pissed. You just made him into
Yeah.
Two-Face.
And
Like-
insight, prowess, and resolve are supposed to be 0. That's right.
Yeah. Oh no. So
Okay.
it depends on your sheet. Your prowess is the total amount of first skills that you have. So your prowess is actually 2.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you have 1
I
in
see what's
finesse, you
going
have 1 in
on.
prow, right? So like you see
Okay,
where that
yeah.
line is? That means you have
Yeah.
2 in prowess.
Okay, cool. Perfect. No bonus dice. 5 and a 6.
Oh, dude, you can
Good
clear
shit.
you can clear a stress as his fist comes down to slam on
You'd
your
love to
shoulder
see
blade.
that.
How do you escape this without any type of injury at all?
He
shit.
tries to come down on my. He tries to come down over me, and I use the whiskey bottle in the other hand to just bat his hand
Oh.
away.
Yeah, the whiskey bottle crashes as you smash it over him. He's like, oh, as the
I just start
alcohol
running.
seeps into his wound. He's just like, oh, my face.
I just start running. Just running.
And you start running. Roderick, you see 5 of the sharpshooters all start to aim their weapon down at Orlin as he's beginning to run. He's not gonna make it unless you help. What do you do? Oh shit, is he not here? Oh, he said BRB. Fuck. Damn it. Alright. we'll just say he helps you out a little bit, and we'll move over to some of the people here on the other side. You guys successfully break inside the warehouse. Who's breaking in? As this whole commotion's happening.
All of us, I would imagine.
So we'll settle what happens to Orlin and Roderick when Roderick gets back, because Orlin could die if Roderick doesn't help him.
Yeah.
But we'll say the three of you successfully sneak in as this huge diversion. You see all these people begin to come out of the warehouse. Do you want to help Orlin and Roderick by killing some people off, or do you want to complete your mission? Now these are two different paths you're taking. Wait, is Roderick back?
I know that I would be helping Orlin and a lot of them.
So,
I'm not a combative hand-to-hand combat person.
Because you guys know that, like, once this shit starts to pop off, they're probably going to... Because you remember, the Lampblacks are the ones that are guarding the base, but there's still another gang, a whole different type of gang.
This is kind of why I was hoping we could have gotten in earlier while the conversation started, not the fighting.
That would have made your job.
That's what I was trying to.
Considerably harder, though. So we can retract it, but your engagement would have been much lower, because the whole point was that you guys distract them so that you can sneak in.
Well, isn't the leader having a talk with some stranger at the gate not a distraction? Apparently a fight has to be a distraction, is my question.
Right, so that is a good question. That's not a good enough distraction, because Henner is only one person. But the gunshot that rang out and Henner's yelling, "Get them," is what made all those people begin to come out. They were concealed. You just didn't see them prior to everything. So it depends on how you want to approach it. If you want to go before the actual fighting happens, it'll be a different role.
I would much prefer if we just stayed along our current path.
No, I'm good staying where we are, but I'm not going into that large fight. I'll throw a smoke bomb for you guys, but if it's getting rough out here, it's gonna get tight in there around the person we need to get. And I don't, hand-to-hand is not her thing.
So you're going in?
Yeah.
Guess I'll go in with you.
Yes.
We can leave the fighting to the others and we can sneak in, hopefully.
Tick became Batman.
I am the one who knocks.
So, Roderick, since you're here, you watch as 5 sharpshooters all make their aim towards Orlin. Your rifle has broken, but you still have other weapons, and Orlin is not gonna get away unless you help. What do you do, Roderick? I guess he's not here. Never mind. His thing is maybe frozen.
Josh?
It's like stuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't. Hey, can you hear me?
There you are.
Indeed.
So what do you do, Roderick?
Yep, I'm pulling out the backup crossbow I had that has a sleep dart on. So even if I don't kill them, they'll try to at least hopefully get them out, get them asleep. So I'll take fire at it with the start returning fire with that against the sharpshooters.
Okay. This is a desperate situation, but with the standard effect. Would you like to push it? Would you like to take some stress?
Yeah, this is the time. Plus, like people keep saying, it's a one shot.
So we'll reduce the desperate to risky. Is risky standard? That's a +2 to your stress.
Question: can I assist him?
How would you assist him?
Well, because if they have their eyes trained on me, they're not paying
course.
attention to him, making them easier shots.
Well, I mean, that's a given that they're sharpshooters. It's not like they're running around the roofs.
No,
So-
but I'm saying they aren't shielded from him because they're about to take the shot.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
We'll
Like they
say
would
you
have
do-
to come out of cover to take the shot.
We'll say you do like a zigzag. You're like zigzag, zigzag, and you start like trying to zigzag so that they can't get a clear shot on you. So their main focus is on trying to hit you. Okay, that's a bonus die. What would you like to roll, Roderick? Or what would you like to do? I think you said like shoot them with the sleep dust arrows.
Yep, that's all. Yep.
So that's probably like a hunt roll that you're going for, right?
Mhm.
You got a bonus die from Kendo.
Okay, it was risky, right?
Yep, risky standard. Since there's only 5 of them, we'll see.
Come on!
No! Would you like another devil's bargain?
Yep, I think I'm gonna have to because this is just going to shit.
This
Yeah, it
devil's
really
bargain.
is.
We were doing so well to start off with.
Yeah.
No. Alright, so this devil's bargain is going to net you and Kendo some harm. But you'll survive.
Okay. Fine with that.
Are you fine
Do
with
it.
that?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I need Kendo, I need Roderick and Orlin to roll d6s, and I'm going to explain what happens. So, as the 5 sharpshooters begin to ping, 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 make out
Yeah.
shots, they bang, they just ring out. You hear some shots that kind of ricochet off of the streets, like a ting of metal, and as the shots are going off, Roderick, the first one, your arrow hits him in the throat. He goes down. Second one hits him. 3 of them, 2 of them turn their attention to you. You have given away your position as you're firing them with a crossbow now. And they can see where the arrows are coming from. They let out some shots. Boom, boom, in your direction. 2 of them hit you. You get a level 2 harm. You get a punctured, I'll say you get a punctured lung, and you get a broken shoulder.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. As one
No,
bullet
but-
Well, they
Sorry.
weren't supposed to die.
one bullet pierces your chest, and you can feel the exit wound come out of the backside. You're just like, oh, the breath is taken out of you, Roderick. And then another shot crashes against your right shoulder, and you can feel the bone shatter as blood squirts behind you. But then you let out the final arrow, and the arrow flies straight and true as one of the sharpshooters is shooting down at you, Orlin. You take a level 1 harm with a sprained ankle as you slip and fall, trying to. But you raise your pistol and fire back, Orlin, and you take out one of the sharpshooters with blind luck. But the 2 other sharpshooters that were kind of looking at you, Roderick, they're lined up. You watch as the bullets hit you. You let go of that last crossbow arrow, or that crossbow. It flies through the air. It goes right through the first neck and inside the second neck. And all 5 sharpshooters are down. But you are pretty hurt, Roderick.
If we don't fucking do this, I'm fucking pissed.
And
I have
Kendo,
a question.
your Orlin is limping.
Oh no. Fuck, what was I saying? Does my armor do anything?
Oh yeah, you can actually For this, I mean, it's not really much armor. It's just like
no, that's fair.
you're just running and like you sprained an ankle. This is part of the devil's bargain.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
I have a sprained ankle. Cool.
But
How
Roderick
far?
took the damage for you.
How far am I away from Henner?
I would say you had to run a good distance to
Yeah.
get away.
Okay.
So like I would
That's
say
fine.
like at least like 500 feet now.
That's fair. I should have stole his. I wanted to steal his cane so bad.
You could do flashback. I steal his cane.
Can I flashback steal his cane?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What would you like to roll for this? This is I would say this is gonna cost you a stress point though to do this
That's
flashback.
fair.
Okay.
That's fair. What would be? Okay. Ooh. Okay. So
Probably
under
finesse.
survey, it
Oh.
says. Oh no, that's gathering information.
I'd probably say this is
just no-
finesse most likely. Like
Yeah.
Just kind of
Okay. No,
swiping
that's
it.
fair. That's fair. I'll take that. So I got 1 dice for this. Should I push myself? Wait, what's my position and stuff?
I would say the cane part, it would be just risky standard. It's just like a, like just like a normal, like let's try to take it or not.
Okay. Should I push myself for this? Because I really want it. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right,
gonna
we'll
push
do
myself.
controlled. If you add 2 stress
Can
to
we
you,
consider after this spending a good amount of time on the sneaking in? I know the action is a lot of fun, but I feel we're kind of only focusing on that.
well, yeah, I'll tell you why. Because you're going to, when you guys sneak in, that's probably going to be the end. So you're going to have like your own little segment there. Don't worry, I got you.
So putting stress that makes it controlled. Standard submit. I get 1 bonus dice for stressing myself. Okay.
No, you don't get a bonus die.
Alright, I
The
know.
controlled part was it. You can do a devil's bargain, or you can stress yourself more.
Okay. No, that was the worst thing. Worst possible thing.
You actually suffer a broken jaw as you try when during your flashback you try to grab his cane and he just goes uppercuts you in the mouth, and
Alright.
it actually
Is that
helped you
also-
run away because you fly back maybe 5 feet, get up and start running.
Perfect. So I have a broken jaw too. Okay, cool. I did not take my flashbacks have been useless. I didn't take it. I'm limping, and I'm
Yep.
limping and I'm running.
Roderick
Yeah,
and
that's what I
Orlin are not in good condition there, but they're safe for now. So we move over to the 3 who are sneaking in. Tig, I need to know, Jupiter and Proxy both said they're going to sneak in, but you can help with that, or like what do you do? Like what do you all 3 do?
There's no way we can like take care of the body we need to move if he's not there.
Unless we don't knock him out and we insist that we are there to rescue him and walk him out. We just hope he's not knocked out.
You two really can't just drag him?
I am 5 feet, small, lean. Okay. I
am partly missing one of my dragging limbs that counts with muscles. Like maybe.
So
Go
here's
shoot
what's-
people. We'll just walk him out.
So here's what's happening. You guys, the 3 of you, sneak into the warehouse. You hear a bunch of doors opening and slamming, echoing everywhere. It seems like this whole entire warehouse has been emptied out. All the Lampblacks seem to have ran out during this commotions. You hear gunfire begin to ring out. It seems quiet.
Too quiet?
I could ask the same thing.
And then you make your way into the main chamber. And in the main chamber, as you quietly sneak in, you see 2 figures dressed in some black clothing with goggles on. They seem very similar outfits, and you can determine that these are the Wraiths, and there's 2 of them. And they seem to be guarding what seems to be like a noble looking man with very fine clothes, but he seems to be tied around his torso and around his shins. What do you do?
Several ways we could play this.
Smoke bomb, we get in there and kill him.
I mean,
Yeah, just real quick. Yeah, no.
what if there's more
Merge.
people that we just don't see like the first time?
I don't know, I feel like that would be the DM being a jerk, saying everything's been emptied, and then being like, surprise, motherfuckers!
But would you be surprised?
No.
Exactly.
I think we should just go for it. I'm getting real tired. I'm running low on
Okay, so
fuels.
we can use their same strategy. Two of us can stay hidden while one of us attempts to do something. So if there's like repercussion, we still have a chance to get it. You know?
Okay. So what do we want to do? Like I said, I have... If we want to try to sneak up on both of them, like at the same time, I have poisons to inject. I have a smoke bomb. I have lockpick tools.
No more planning. Now's the time for action. What do you do?
Throw the smoke bomb and I'll take care of the rest. Trust me.
Okay.
Take yellow.
Alright, smoke bomb it is.
Tell me what you
And-
do.
Shay fucking runs in there.
Well, hold on.
Lead
Hold on.
pipe.
Coco.
All right.
Right.
I'll
So,
find
what do
a
you
place to duck behind and set off the smoke bomb and like roll her in all like slowly. So poof. Like
Alright.
real soft and slow.
All right. So what would you like to roll for like this, or do you think that this even needs a roll? Are you? Where are you throwing this smoke bomb? Like in the middle of them,
Kinda
or are you
in
like
between, yeah.
between you and them?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what happens. You throw the smoke bomb. It begins to roll. I'm not gonna have you like. You don't really need a roll for this, right? It's pretty. That's what smoke
Yeah.
bombs are for. So the smoke bomb rolls. You hear a slight like tss as the fuel kind of the fuse starts to burn low, and then you hear as smoke now begins to fill the room. You hear some of the wraiths talk to each other. You hear whispers like, "Where is the smoke coming from?" And the other one's like, "I don't know." Then they have like this weird like whispering thing that they do with each other, trying to sound like ominous. And you can hear them like start to say like, "Look around. There must be them. They must be here somewhere." And the other one's like, "All right." And they begin to separate.
How
As smoke
close are
begins.
they
So
in proximity to each other?
they were standing right next to each other, but now they're starting to move like around the smoke. Like the smoke is beginning to fill up. It's like at the edge of the Lord Governor at this point, or this nobleman, and like the wraiths are kind of like trying to circumvent the smoke.
Shay would have, once the smoke got out in full proximity, he would have just charged in there.
Okay, so Shay, as you charge in there, which one? One of them is farther away from the Lord Governor. The other one's closer. Which one do you go after?
I'm gonna go after the closer one first. Just, and again, crack him outside the head with a lead pipe.
And keep in
Nice.
mind, the one that's further away is closer to Proxy and Jupiter.
Oh, okay. We can go after that one.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah, we can team up on him.
What do you want to do?
Well, I can use my electricity stick again to make sure he can't like avoid or retaliate.
Sure, and I will use standstill to make sure that paralyzation will last longer.
Wow.
You won't kill him?
Can you post it?
Nope. Yeah,
Don't
it's right
you
here.
have like?
I would like to read
feel like
what
we should kill
standstill
them.
does.
We
You
kill
want
them
to kill
now.
it? I can do with a kill. Let me
We
find a
kill
better
them
name.
now. They won't be able to stop us from leaving because if they recover before we leave, that'd be a problem.
Here's what's happening. Shay, you run up, lead pipe drawn up, you draw it back. That's probably a roll there for you. Say it's risky. Your position would be risky, standard. I'd say this is normal. Tig?
Yep, yeah, shit, I'm here.
Be alive, man. We're murdering
Yeah,
people.
Yeah, I know, shit. Oh, what do you need, lad?
Risky standard skirmish roll probably.
Risky. Standard.
They're not Spider-Man. They're the Wraiths. I don't know what Night Monkey is, but it's a 6. All right, you crack him over the head. He's like, ah!
No, by the time I'm done with him, it looks like a wild animal fucking attacked him.
All right,
Because
and
because the second the lead pipe hits, he drops it and just starts shanking the fuck out of him.
all right, and this Wraith, as before Shay even does that, the other Wraith starts like walking towards, like, let's say like Jupiter and Proxy. Like, where are you hiding? Are you hiding like let's say like there's a few crates. There's like there's boxes. There's like these large metal tubes running along like in the middle of the room. Like, where would you guys be hiding? In the same spot? In a different area?
I think we'd
Probably
probably
the
be
same.
hiding different areas so we can
Really?
cover more ground. We really don't know where anything's going to be coming from, so we
Okay.
want to kind of circle them as much as we can
Yeah.
with people, so
Okay.
Okay.
So Proxy
Yes.
or Jupiter, which one of you goes first?
I can go first.
All right.
Then Jupiter, you reach out with your lightning hook. It is like
Not my lightning hook.
which one?
It's my electricity stick that I don't know how to
Oh,
say in
your lightning. Yeah, okay. So it's there's still like a range to it, right? You're probably going to, if you run up and try to hit him with the lightning stick, you're probably going to have to roll a skirmish.
English. How do I do that?
So you'll click on skirmish.
Where?
On your sheet. It's an ability or a
Where
skill.
the 2 red dots are.
Goodness.
Well, I could do it for you if you would like. I would say at this point it's a risky position you're in.
Okay.
So go ahead and just roll me 2d6.
So just roll 2d6 then. I don't roll the skirmish thing.
Well, do the skirmish if you can do it.
You just click on the word scrimmage that's on your sheet.
Okay, I'll try. What's the effect?
Risky. Because of
other
the
one-
smoke grenades, it would have been desperate if it wasn't.
Doesn't have risky. Standard, limited, great, extreme, and zero.
Oh, this would be standard then.
Okay.
Should be risky standard.
I have bonus dice.
No.
Okay.
Oh wow, 2 5s.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you run up, you hit the comes out of the electric staff. You shove it in his chest, and he's like, "Ah!" But it seems like he has like some protective gear on, and you see some smoke begin to rise. A little puff of fire lights up on his chest. He's like, oh, and he's busy like trying to pat out the fire on his uniform. Some of the like embers kind of like some of the smoke from the smoke bomb gets into your lungs a little bit, Jupiter, and you begin to cough. If the Wraith now knows exactly where you are, even through the smoke that's beginning to fill up in the room because you're coughing.
Well, not for long.
And then we have Proxy come in.
Yes. I don't think I have anything that exactly murders.
You have
you don't-
knives or anything?
You don't have the murder skill?
No, I don't. I do not have the murder skill.
Wow.
I have
think
a
so, like-
small explosive, but not murder.
You don't have knives or anything that you can like stab
No, I
him?
brought oils and stuff and lockpicks.
You can stab him with a lockpick, right? No?
Improvised weapon. Stares at the DM.
I don't suppose
Yeah, you
I
can
can...
start. You could. It's not as likely that you'll succeed, but you can do it.
I don't suppose I
Well-
can lend her one of my knives because I have 2 blades.
You can always take stress and say flashback.
Okay,
Cool.
then I'll do
bye-bye.
that.
All right, so we flash back to Jupiter and Proxy talking before you guys even got to the warehouse. What's your flashback?
Oh, sorry, that's my turn. I take Proxy aside and I'm like, if this goes wrong, I know you don't have a blade, so have one of mine in case.
Oh, that's actually really thoughtful of you. Thanks.
And you pocket the blade, and we go right back together, right back at present time, where now Proxy, you take out the blade that Jupiter had lent you. What do you
I'll
do?
pop up behind him and give him a stab.
Where do you stab him? In the
What's
back?
our quickest death solution there? I don't know. She already gave him a zip zap. I'm gonna go to the neck.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you could roll like a skirmish or a finesse.
Finesse, because I'm good at that.
Yeah, there's some smoke.
Is
so
it a controlled or risky?
it's still risky because it was a 5, not a 6 for. Sorry, Jupiter's roll. So it's risky, but it is great effect.
All right.
Oh no.
I can try to enhance that by pushing myself.
So that's done before. So
Oh.
here's how
Well,
it goes.
can I argue? Can I argue that I'm the one who put the smoke there in the first place?
Yeah. I took that into account with the position. So here's what happens, and you can always resist it, or take like or just say I'll rather. What's like a bargain, if you would like a bargain.
Okay.
So if you don't resist or take a bargain, what happens is, as the Wraith pats down the fire that's on his chest, you sneak up, and they're not called Wraiths for no reason. As you bring the blade to drag across his neck, he catches your wrist and he spins you around with your arm. The blade drops to the ground, and another blade is protrude, like one of those like mechanical blades that come out like Assassin's Creed, pops out, and he stabs you in the gut. Proxy, would you like to resist this?
Well, duh. Just not sure how resist works.
So, you can take a devil's bargain and say, no, instead I succeed when cutting his neck.
Mm-hmm.
But the trade-off here is that before you do, the Lord Governor will witness this behavior, and he will forever mark you as a savage, a cutthroat.
Oh, he can suck my dick. We're
and-
saving him. If he wants to be alive and saved, he'll deal with it. I'll take that.
Okay. The blade
Could have been his throat, but no, it
slides
isn't.
across the Wraith's neck. You hear him gurgle on his own blood. The Lord Governor looks over at you and says, "How disdainful. Savage."
Disdainful? That could have been you. You're welcome.
Do not presume to talk to me in this manner. Unleash me.
No,
And
how about I
release me.
burn you? Do you want to be safe or not?
10 coins. That's all I'm gonna say. 10 coins.
10 coins for this rude ass piece of shit? Yeah, not worth.
What do you think's gonna happen to him when we hit him? Probably not much better.
Listen to your little friend, girl.
I could make it worse. So much worse.
You don't talk about my height.
Can I? At this point, can I just take out that pistol I brought and just dome him?
Yeah, you could.
Please.
And dare you,
I would very.
and you dare presume to look upon me with your barbaric hands? How dare you even speak to me in this? Come on, make your roll.
Sounds like
He's
a
gotta keep-
Muppet.
He's going to keep talking until you make the roll.
Wait, fuck.
Do we have to save him?
Is
It
this,
sounds like a
is this
fucking
the
Muppet.
Wraith or what's his face?
This is the
Governor.
person we have to save, and I want to murder him. So you best take him out to Sleep
Oh.
Town.
We
Oh,
don't
that's the
murder
case,
money.
Then he doesn't take out the pistol. He just cracks him across the head with his fist.
Alright.
I will request whatever's happening for it to be the most gruesome.
Risky, controlled.
It's pretty controlled at this point. He's tied up. He's tied up. The effect is great because
the effect?
you're a big man and he's not so big.
A sparrow
It's-
will continue to high-pitched mimic back whatever he's saying to her till he's passed out.
Barbaric, preposterous,
What's the effect?
degenerate, skirmish or whatever you like to roll.
No, the
Oh,
effect.
woe is me.
Oh, great effect. How dare you talk to somebody who's better than you? Oh.
Your money.
Yep. So this is what happens, Tig. You guys hear crack as the fist pumps, just arcs straight towards him. The jaw dislocates. It almost falls off the guy's head, and you see his head. Before, he was looking at you, Proxy, as he was degrading you, as he was talking down on you, and now he's looking at Tig, and his neck has made a 180 degree.
Did you just murder him, bro?
His eyes go wide. His eyes are wide in shock. You guys heard that, and then his body collapses to the ground.
And it
Alright.
looks like Tig just went up my list of favorite people.
He hasn't
Shake-
worked 10 coins.
Shay cuts him free and throws him on his shoulder.
His body's just like a doll at this point.
Yep.
That is not worth 10 coins. That is worth 20.
Okay, we can discuss this. We can discuss this later, but I recommend we get out of here while we still can.
I agree.
Alright, so
Oh, also, thank you for standing up for me. And she'll punch him in the shoulder.
just murdered a man.
For my honor!
I wasn't doing it for your honor. was
I
just
know,
doing it
shut
because
up. I'm having fun.
Easy.
He didn't die, right? We need him alive.
I don't know, that head twist sounds like death.
Yeah, fuck, is he alive?
His body's just flopping around.
I don't want
Tell
him
me
dead.
he's alive.
That's what happens when you are really big and strong. And
Is
you
he
roll
dead?
Sixes.
He specified knock him out.
Yeah, he definitely knocked him out. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
not
so
there.
he's
His
alive,
jaw
just
is
knocked out.
hanging 3 inches
Yeah.
off his normal self.
Yeah, he's alive. He's just not intact. He didn't say he had to be intact.
You can fix
Is
that.
he?
Mm.
Not in so many words.
So we'll
Yeah, no.
we'll say that you guys all escape, as you know, like the Lampblacks have been like handed a terrible blow, and you guys begin to move the body of the How do you move the Lord Governor's supposedly dead body?
Not with respect.
I throw
Like
him
a
over the
sack of
shoulder and call it a
potatoes.
day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you watch as Tig, Proxy, and Jupiter all run out the back of the warehouse, with the Lord Governor's ragdoll body on his shoulder. Eventually, you'll meet back at your. Where do you guys go? Like meet back at the hideout, or do you go to the manor? Like, where do you guys go?
Hideout.
Hideout.
I don't-
Probably the
Back door.
We have
Back door of the
no
coffee
idea.
shop.
All right. So eventually, you get to the back door of the coffee shop, and you know the pleasant jazz music, fills the room. The smell of coffee is very prevalent in the air right now, and you. What do you guys do?
Yeah, fucking hell, this guy better be fucking alive!
Yeah, I feel
I
like
Cricket
don't
just stumbles
know.
in complete
I
pain.
think he's alive, but you know,
We think, but we're not 100% sure.
Well,
He
one
was
of
a
these-
bit of a
Just
knothole.
they kind of
Well,
just
what if he-
cracked him, and we went from there.
One of you check. Roderick just goes stumbling, trying to find something to patch himself up.
I'm not going to because I honestly could care less.
Can I just find a table, toss him on it, and then see
Yeah.
if I can find a pulse?
You would probably have to roll something for this.
We're tossing him on the table or the pulse?
The pulse.
Pulse?
Hey,
You know, I'm
I was
just throwing
confused.
him on a table. It doesn't matter
I
which
can-
one, but just on a table.
Yeah, that
if
makes
we
more
want,
sense.
I can check the pulse. I don't know. Are you good at it? What? Do you have the
I
skill?
don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
All right, I'll take.
Aspara's making coffee.
Can I use survey to check the pulse?
You could.
Okay, cool. I have 2 in that.
I would say it's
Yeah,
controlled grade, right? Like you're finding a
Okay.
pulse, not putting his body
Yeah.
back together.
Not yet, at least.
Oof. Oh no.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So you almost hear, like, you almost feel like a boom, boom, boom. Supposedly, maybe that's like he's alive. There's a pulse.
But I don't know.
No, like he's alive. There's a pulse.
Aspara will come back to the table and set
on
a
the
tray
meta
on
level,
top of the
it's your
body.
own pulse. It's your own pulse.
Oh.
You're feeling.
Oh no. Okay. Cool.
But,
Aspara will come back with everybody's
Okay.
coffees made and put the tray right on top of the body. Get your coffee.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Wait, did you make it a
Seems-
special way?
Yes.
Yeah,
We have it
Jupiter's just
pinned up in
gonna-
the back. The special way.
Jupiter is gonna skip the coffee and get some water because their throat hurts.
some
I'm gonna limp over to the bar and sit down on one of like the taller stools.
You guys are
I'll
like
drop
a-
his coffee in
Yes.
front of him.
Chess! What are you, old pal? Are you hurt?
Oh, he's hurt. Motions to Roderick's gunshot wound and broken arm, broken shoulder.
I had a bit of a fall.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Get your ass over here. Come on. Wait, no, you stay there. I'll
Tig,
come to
I'll
you.
be fine. Tig,
No,
I'm
I'll
fine.
come to you. Stay there.
Uh,
And Tig goes to get some ice and shit, some tape.
Jupiter
Roderick's still bleeding out.
whispers to Aspera, I ship it.
She nods in agreement and puts ice in your cup into your water.
Oh,
Roderick
this is
continues.
so good.
And Roderick continues to bandage himself all by himself.
She'll walk over and drop you a cup of water and a few bandages. Catch up.
Oh, this is so good.
The whole
Well, yeah,
time
no,
there's like a
thank you.
dead body on the table.
Yeah, we're just working
No.
around it.
Oh, we don't.
Yeah.
No. I checked.
He's
I checked his
kneeling in
pulse.
front of Chess, just
Oh,
just taping an ice pack to his fucking twisted ankle.
it's still a little sore.
Oh,
How
fuck.
can you speak with a broken jaw?
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Oh,
there.
shite.
That's just a little sore.
On a
Oh,
scale of 1 to 10, how
No.
badly is it broken?
Oh, it's-
I
it's like
put
a-
up 8 fingers. Huh? Oh.
Oh yeah.
I-
Go ahead.
I put up
On a
8
scale of 1 to
fingers.
The Spare's gonna lean in and stare and give his jaw a
Oh.
poke.
Oh, it's kind of broken. Don't worry.
Ah,
I did some doctoring for a little bit. I was fired, but I mean, I still did it.
oh, I don't know.
Stop talking. I think you're really hurt. Like real broken there.
Uh,
I did
some
anything.
coffee.
You need to set your jaw.
I need.
Yeah, fuck, can I try to
Here,
set
I
his
got
jaw?
some. Wait, hold on. I got something for you. Here, we can
Roderick.
give you dream smoke. It induces pleasant. It's pleasant intoxication, and then we can set your
Oh.
jaw.
Oh, so you're gonna
Alright,
get
well.
him high and then
Yes, it's going
give-
to hurt.
I give a thumbs up.
Thank you.
Roderick, roll a d6.
Give him the shot of dream smoke.
Oh, God.
while the rest are winding down, Roderick, you notice that the dead body on the table with the tray begins to shift. You can see the neck that's been twisted begin to untwist. Its broken body begins to shiver, and the head rises from the table, while the other four are, having giving dream shots and stuff. The head rises from the table, looks directly at you, eyes glowing with the menacing red light, and a smile across the Lord Governor's dead body's face. And
Oh, fuck.
that's where we'll end the one shot.
That's so good. I love this
do
so
we
much.
have to end? Cause like I'm vibing here.
I
really
know,
enjoy
it's
this.
really fun.
I enjoy this so
That
much.
was good. Part of me does imagine somebody stares, lifts their gun, and just shoots at the head. But that would be my
that
own
was
head
Shay's
cannon.
plan.
That was
Just-
probably. I will give Roderick. I want to give Roderick the last action because personally, I think that what he did was great. So, Roderick, do you do anything when you see that body like rise up again?
He was the one who killed you. I'll point him out.
Oh.
Wow.
What?
He has had a shitty night. He is not at a good spirits right
Everyone
now.
has, and
No,
you're
that's
pointing
fair.
out somebody's killer
Well,
so them they can hurt them more.
He's gonna cover his own ass first.
Oh
Roderick
my god.
has a good point. Roderick was shot in the chest and in the arm, and we have not paid attention to that.
It's
whatsoever.
fine.
He's like,
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
killed
I
him.
was setting
It
the
is not
broken jaw.
compared to the pain that my man is going through right now.
Also, he always gets
Love
my
him
attention,
so
so I
much.
wasn't giving him my attention.
Yo,
On
Roderick
purpose.
is so funny. He just walks out of the
Sorry, huh?
coffee shop. He's like, they're the ones, and he like limps out of the coffee shop.
No, I only pointed to Tig.
Oh, just the Tig? Oh, he's the
Yes.
one. Alright, and that's where we ended. Tig's probably dead.
Oh my god.
I could take on
No.
that Lord Regent ghost
I won't
thing.
I won't let him kill Tig.
You guys can die together. Have fun.
I think that was so Tig. Oh, that was great. Thank you guys all for playing so much. That was really fun.
That was
Thank
so
you.
good.
Thank you for having us.
Very interesting.
I'm glad I was able to make.
Shit went to hell on the
Yeah.
second half, but
Mhm. I didn't have a single roll that didn't go horribly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough.
I'm sorry that you took so much damage keeping me from dying.
We didn't roll that much on our ends.
Mhm. Well, I'm
that
glad
was-
I was able to enjoy this before school took this away.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
If you guys ever want to play again, please give me a shout. Unfortunately,
Yes,
we do have.
absolutely.
What was that?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Please.
That was great. I will invite every single one of you guys back.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that'd be so
I'll
much
play.
fun.
yeah, like keep in touch. I mean, if you guys want to play with the same group of people one time, I mean, I know, Josh, you probably don't have time
Yeah,
after.
Wednesdays aren't gonna work out.
Wednesdays, Mondays through Thursdays are all taken. I've got a Friday game. Wednesdays, I'm just gonna have to keep up, and so I have some measure of free time.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I mean, at least the four of you guys could stay and you know, maybe find some other people or whatever, or it could just be the four.
Oh, we can still have our Discord chat, so we can still keep in contact and give each other headcanons of what we think our characters have been up to.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, please.
Oh, I mean, we can also, if you guys want, set a time, and I'll be happy to DM for you guys if my schedule allows it. I do kind of have like a hard cutoff at 10 p.m. though, because you know I've got some other stuff to handle. We can go over a little bit, but like general 10.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna have to think. What the fuck are Amazon packages rolling around the fucking wind? Holy shit!
Wow, some very strong wind.
Well.
Yeah, I'm worried because one of them doesn't look open.
Oh.
Okay, that's somebody else's problem for now. I was gonna say I had fun.
Free stuff for you if you want to get it.
Yeah, but if somebody's name's on it, I'm not allowed to open it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Could just open it and let it blow away again.
True. Could go
Anyways.
put a rock on it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. I had fun. I'll keep up to date because I do have school and things get kind of crowded. But I am tired as frack right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this was fucking fun as hell.
This was
That's
so
great.
fun.
Later, everyone.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah, keep in touch, guys.
Bye.
See ya. Have a great night.
Bye.
See you guys.
Goodbye.